Warning. Broken simulation. Broken simulation. With Sam Tripoli.
Welcome to Johnny Woodard presents Broken Simulation, starring Johnny Woodard and whatever dude he finds on Central Casting. Today's special guest, co-host, Sam Tripoli. Hey, thanks for having me, Johnny. Johnny.
We're gonna do that
Internet
forever,
famous Johnny.
Well, why do you've been saying that all day?
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
that
going
about?
to these shows going, hot chicks are like, where's Johnny? I'm like, don't worry about where the intern is, okay? The kid's here, like, slam. All right? You don't have to worry about where intern Johnny
See,
is.
I don't get it. You can't do both those bits. You can't do the bit where I'm the host of the show and you're just the piece of shit in the other chair, and then you can't also do the bit where I'm the intern. You got to pick a lane.
Johnny, my ego can do whatever it wants. Okay?
You're just the Walter White of this. Whatever you say
Johnny, did you send the link?
I did.
Okay. Johnny. All right, so we're waiting for a friend to come in because we got a great story to tell you. Johnny, will you do me a favor?
Depends on what the favor is.
Will you do me a favor?
If it's that weird thing you asked me to do last week with your rash, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry.
Will you play the update music real quick? Guys, update. We got you in an update.
I can't remember if we have
Time
music
is
for
for your freaking update. Guys, I shit my pants. That's the update. I did. Yeah.
Again. We should say again.
Well, no, this is the story.
No. You shit your pants like a year ago or 2 years, something like that. Remember you were driving?
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, we talked about it here like 2 years.
Tell me about it.
I can't remember entirely, but you were driving, and that's all I remember.
And I shit my pants.
Yeah, you shit your pants. Yeah.
Well, dog, I mean, like,
you told me you do it a lot. That's what you told me.
No, I don't shit my pants a lot.
Yeah.
Johnny, if I shit my pants a lot, there would be a segment. How did I shit my pants this week? There's no segment like that, okay? So when I shit my pants, it's like Haley's comment. It's like we gotta talk about, because it happens once in a while.
Okay.
I don't always shit my pants. I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I don't always drop a mad deuce. Okay? But my butthole was like that scene from Game of Thrones. Hold the door! That's what my
door.
Hold door! And I let out a fart and I just go, wow, that was juicy. And then I was going to the bathroom and I'm like, why am I wiping forever? And then I look down, blast it out, bro. Blast it out. Colon boom strikes.
Are you still on colon boom?
Oh, I love colon boom.
Still taking colon boom?
It makes me feel like I'm doing something with my life.
That was the name of the last episode, colon boom.
Yeah, dude. And so I shit my pants and I felt like really weird about it.
So wait, where were you when it actually went down?
I was trying to upload a podcast really quick before I'd run out, and then I was like doing hold the door with my beehole, and so I just sometimes I'll try to release a little pressure to buy me a little time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Right, you squeak
That's
a little air
disgusting.
out.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And then I just think I didn't understand.
It's a risk. It's a calculated risk.
It is a calculated risk.
Yeah. So now, what would you say?
So then I just at some point realized like trying to clean it up is a waste of time. So I showered.
Yeah, that's the move.
But
that was it. You did this before a couple years ago. You had to take a shower.
Okay, but a couple years ago, Johnny, a couple years ago, is it like all the time?
Yeah, but there was something about you shitting in the shower or something. Do you remember that? Like,
yeah, I've shit in the shower before.
The way you said that.
Like we all have.
Dude, yeah, I mean, obviously I shit in the shower.
Well, Johnny, you don't shit in the shower because you're afraid of poop.
Who shits in the shower?
People shit in the shower.
Not on purpose.
Yeah.
You shit in the shower on purpose.
It's like, okay, what am I going to do, dude? What am I going to do? Am I going to wash everything and then take a shit and then what? Or do I just shit here and then wash? It's okay.
What are you? How does it get out? Where does it go?
It just goes, bro.
You're an animal.
Dude, I'm a human being. I'm a young Christian warrior. I'm a young Christian warrior, bro.
There's nothing Christian or warrior about what
Jesus
you just said.
pooped.
I guarantee you he didn't poop where he takes his baths.
Dude, he was walking in the desert. Of course he dropped deuces. I've been to Afghanistan. They don't give a shit.
Not in his hot.
They literally don't give a shit.
Not in his pool or whatever.
Dude,
Roman
they probably
bath,
didn't have
whatever.
underwear. They shit outside so much.
Yeah, those are tough days, weren't they?
Those were tough days.
I mean,
bro.
dude, think about how people smelled back
Yeah,
then.
right.
Think about the guys that had to really, like, for their wife.
Oh,
to
think
have
about
babies.
women, like the
That's what I'm saying.
tampons, bro.
Oh.
Back then, they're just shoving porcupines up their snatches or something like that. Ladies, shout out to the ladies. Shout out to the
rough,
ladies,
dude.
all the ladies, except for fans of Johnny. Just getting a little, I just hate even telling him because he's going to start fucking running shit. Joining me, speaking of blowouts, this next guest is a good friend of mine. He was recently in the last Comedy Chaos, not the one that just happened, but the one before that. And please welcome to the show. So we're going to set this all up because it's a hilarious story. Please welcome my good friend, one of the funniest people you will ever meet in your life, one of the most shredded dudes and one of the nicest dudes, Josh Wolf. How are you, brother?
What's up, man? How are you?
You're in Austin right now?
Yeah. I'm in Austin. I just did Kill Tony.
How retarded did it get?
Oh my God. First of all, for real, Tony is so quick, dude.
I mean, that thing is a fine-tuned machine. I think he's celebrating 10 years.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is that crazy, dude?
I would have never guessed that. Yeah,
10 years.
But
It's a juggernaut.
man,
it's an institution. Yeah.
and he's so good at it. He's just so good at it. But it was a good time, man. We had a good time. By the way, Sam, now I think I know what story you want me to
okay.
tell.
So let me set this up real quick because we just did a story. I got a little vulnerable on the show before he came on. I've been taking this stuff called colon boom that blows out my colon, and I shit my pants about a week ago. And this show's about vulnerability.
Why are you taking colon below, and why does it look like I'm wearing lipstick in the video?
Because who knows what you're on right now for sure? Because
I'm pretty high.
Yeah, I know that. I can tell.
I'm not wearing lipstick. Like, look at my lips. Can you see two of me? This is a weird question.
Well, you're going to see whatever's on the feed in the studio.
No, see what's happening right now is I feel it's going
A person who's high is seeing
on.
themselves.
No, I'm telling you what's going on. He most likely did mushrooms again.
Oh, no.
Well, that's true.
Okay, so here's what happens. So we do. Josh is one of my favorite people, and he always does Comedy Chaos whenever he's available. And so I put together this big Comedy Chaos, and he showed up, and I don't know why, but at one point you go to me, I just ate mushrooms, and I'm like, is that a good idea? Is that a good idea to do mushrooms and trip balls, right? And you're like, I don't know. We're going to find out, right? So then, and correct me anytime you want to jump in, Josh. So at some point.
Can I tell you, here's my favorite part, man. You know when you take a drug, but you forget you take a drug?
Yeah.
And I had been
hold on.
smoking
Let me
weed.
just say something real quick.
Yeah.
A sign that you took a drug and forgot you took a drug is a good sign you're doing a lot of drugs. That's a good sign you've been doing a lot of drugs.
Some might say too many.
Yes, I might say a little too often. Right? Because if you listen, like, I don't do drugs anymore, but if I did coke suddenly, I would totally know I just did coke.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing coke all the time, I may forget that I'm on coke.
Yeah.
I didn't forget. Here's the thing. Backstage at the Chaos shows, dude, it's fucking crazy back there. And there's so much weed. And so, my guy's back there and he's handing out weed. And he's a great dude, by the way, Jeremy. And he's like, hey, you want to try these? You want to try an edible? And I go, I don't want to take any edibles before I go on stage. And he goes, oh, it's mushrooms. I'm like, yeah, I definitely don't want to take any mushrooms before I go on stage.
Hold on. A mushroom edible?
Yes.
Oh, there are no rules anymore. There's no rules.
Dude. So he says to me, he goes, just try them, man. He goes, I know you got a pretty high tolerance, which I do. He goes, I know you got a pretty high tolerance. He goes, just try half. He goes, I want to know how they taste. Like, tell me how they taste. Like, Can you taste the mushrooms?
That's
So I
what
eat
you're
half.
worried about.
But here's the deal with me, Sam, and I think you're probably the same way. I'm not really good at holding on to drugs.
Yeah, for sure, dude. If I had Coke, that Coke was being done. No one's like, I'm going to save it for a rainy day.
So when he was like, eat half, about 5 seconds later, I was like, what the fuck am I eating half for? There's another half. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm not, what, I'm going to take a half home with me? Like some, you know, who does that? So, so I ate the whole thing. And that's when I was smoking weed, dude. And I'd forgotten because I'd forgotten about eating the mushroom. I was smoking weed. And I remember I said to you, this is the best weed I've ever smoked. I was so high, but I'd forgotten it was the mushrooms.
What I love about you is like, there's so many weed comics now, but how many mushroom comics
good
are there?
point.
That's
Yeah.
a whole new market
that
that's
down, yeah.
emerging. You could be the Doug Benson of fucking mushrooms, bro. That's fucking great. So, anyways, so I forget who went up before you. I forget. Was it Theo Vaughn? It might have been Theo Vaughn that went on before you. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Somebody. I mean, like Liza Schlesinger crush. Theo went up, had a monster set, and like as Theo's up, you gotta go. Oh shit, I gotta take a shit. And I'm
Real
like,
bad.
are you okay? So you're doing shrooms. You gotta take a shit. And I'm like, which by the way is what I do all the time. There's a couple things that men do when they shroom and what women do when they shroom. Men, when they
really?
shroom, men got to take shits. I have to take a shit.
See,
when I shroom.
I have a theory that women also have to take shits. They just don't talk about it, probably.
Well, my whole thing about a woman doing psychedelics is you never want to let them in front of a mirror because they're just going to stare at themselves the whole time. Like if you're ever doing shrooms and like everyone's like, where's Sarah? Where the fuck is Sarah? Go run to the bathroom. I guarantee you Sarah is staring at herself, petting herself in the
Damn.
fucking mirror.
I mean, if I'm going to be completely honest, I stay away from mirrors when I'm shrooming.
Yeah, you, because
Like-
you're a guy. You're too busy shitting. That's what you're doing. So you go. Did you do shrooms on Kill Tony? Were you shroomed out on Kill?
Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty high right now, dude.
We
Sure.
know. But my
Yeah,
question is, were
yeah,
you
yeah.
high on that as well?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And what was that?
Yeah.
Okay, let me stick to the story, and then we'll get into that.
Okay.
So you're like, man, I gotta take a shit. I'm like, dude, he's getting close. He's like, I'll go do it really quickly. So you go run in, and it's like countdown, dude. It's like Theo's wrapping up. I don't know where Josh is. Is he taking a super long shit? Is he like talking to God why he's shitting, which is what things I've done before on mushrooms.
Yeah.
Had full on
Yeah.
talk with God as I'm trying to drop deuces. Okay.
It's a great time to do it.
It's the best time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get so much work done shitting. When I'm
Oh, for
shitting, I'm
dude,
just
yeah.
like figuring
For
out
sure.
all
Yeah.
my problems in life. So you come out, you're like, okay, I'm ready. Theo gets done. I bring you up. You do your set. You have a great set. You're crushing. And then the next day, you send me a picture. Josh had shit his pants.
Well, okay, let me just.
Josh
me
shit his
just
pants at
clarify.
Comedy Chaos.
Wait, what was the picture?
I sent
Let
you
me-
the picture.
oh.
Yeah, but explain it.
Okay. So,
Okay, let me clarify. Okay, so here's what made me laugh, Sam. So, your show was sold out that night. How many people at that show?
over 300.
Right. And then I went and did and I talked to a bunch of people there that I know, friends of mine, right?
Yeah.
I get an Uber. I go to Laugh Factory. Sold out show over there. See a bunch of friends of mine. I was probably in that night. I probably between, so probably around 700 people. I probably saw 15, 20 of my friends. I was in 3-4 Ubers. Nobody was like, hey, dude, you have shit all over the outside of your pants. Not one of you.
Johnny, can you
Nobody.
show the
Not-
picture to everybody of
Not
the?
one person. Yo,
Let me see if I can find
you would think in the Uber,
Oh, God.
the guy would have been like, get the fuck. I had to smell like, yo. And here's what the crazy thing is about the shit, if I may, is it wasn't on the inside of the pants, guys. It was only on the outside of the pants.
So
not only was it only on the outside of the pants, but it wasn't like I did a wiping move. It was horizontal above my asshole, like right below the waistline.
What do you think that is?
How did it get there?
Dude, let's do something real quick called Shit Detectives, dude.
Yeah, we
we're
gotta
on
do
the
Shit
scene.
Detectives.
This is CSI of the bathroom, and we're going to try to figure out how this crime was committed.
Let me pull up the evidence here. Okay.
Let's pull out the evidence.
Here we go. Inspector Tripoli.
Okay, we're going to do Bigfoot Theater, everybody. Welcome to Bigfoot Theater.
Inspector
CSI,
Tripoli.
shit your pants, everybody. So here's the picture.
Here's what I got from my CI.
Here's what we got from the lab, guys. These are the crime photos that we have. If you're listening at home, it's
What
blue.
the fuck did you do, bro?
It's blue jeans,
Like
light blue jeans, and right in where
Nice wash on that denim.
and like so the line that goes right down the crack, right, and where the jeans
like,
are on both cheeks,
Sammy,
in the middle
it's
is where the
thick.
poop is.
But it's thick. It's not like a drop. It's like shit.
And we got to say, too, this is after he noticed it.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't
Yeah,
right
dude.
after it happened.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
after he was in Uber, you said, and
Yeah.
then got home,
Yeah.
and then took them
Yo.
off.
Yeah.
So it was
Yo,
worse at
took
some
them
point.
off, packed them in my suitcase, and flew to a different fucking city with those in my suitcase.
Oh my!
See, now
God.
I'll say we have some directionality here. If you notice, it looks like we got a swipe here, maybe a left to right or right to left
Interesting,
swipe.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe he didn't pull his pants down far enough, and he went to wipe his
No.
ass, and he
But why
caught
then,
himself?
Why wouldn't it be at the top? Why
Well,
wouldn't
now
it be
I have-
further up?
I have
Oh,
my
but
own.
look, Johnny, look at that. Look at this
Ah.
detective. Detective, look at the
If we
top of the
zoom
belt
in.
loop. There is, in fact, poop at the top of the middle belt loop.
Where?
At the top,
Right
look,
here.
at the top of the belt loop, we actually see poop. There we go. Look at that. At the top of the loop.
Let's punch in a little
Let's
bit.
punch
here.
it. This is the worst punch in we've ever done. But look at this. Look at that. There it is. There's poop.
Whoa. Well, what is that?
That's poop, bro.
That's what we call.
That's
shit.
what
Dude, I
we
need
in the
to see
poop detective
I need
agency.
to see a doctor if that's poop.
That's
Like, why
that's
is
feces.
that?
Or Johnny, I have another theory.
My theory is that it's somebody else's poop that was left on the toilet that he didn't notice. He pulls his pants down, catches the shit, because the comedy store toilets get rough. Somebody else's shit smeared on the back, and then he walks off, never knowing it.
Now let me
Yo,
ask you
Johnny,
something about your
wait.
poops. Were they
That's
fucking
way
aggressive? Were your poops
Oh, they-
aggressive?
Super.
Okay.
Well, would you say this color is consistent with the poops you were having around that time?
I have no idea.
Does this look like a wolf poop?
It could, man. I can't
Johnny,
say
Johnny,
one way. I
scenarios
can't say
here.
one way or the other.
Dude, okay. I'm Sherlock Holmes right now, okay?
Yeah, because he would spend his time on
Okay.
that.
What if there's already poop in the shitter? His poop was so aggressive that it shot up, and he
What
didn't,
the fuck are you talking
he didn't pull his pants down far
Yeah, you
enough.
were in a hurry, though. We have
Yeah,
to take that into account.
and you were tripping balls on
fair,
mushrooms.
fair.
Can I tell you what I think? Can I tell you my theory?
Okay, we're taking notes.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to pay much attention to it.
Yeah,
but
okay, go
we're,
on.
We're pretty sure already, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
we prefer
Okay.
our fake stories to your fake. Go on.
Here's my theory. When I was pulling up my pants, the back of my pants were folded over a little bit. And I probably didn't do the best cleanup. I mean, I was pretty high. So maybe there was just still some shit in the area.
Are you saying some resident doo-doo?
What? Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
resident
He's
doo-doo.
He's saying
He said,
my-
wait, well, hold on. He said he didn't do the best job. Dude, that's a lot of shit for you not.
but we know you didn't do the best job. You're not really going out on a ledge there. We have
Yeah,
evidence that you did a horrible job. But what you're saying, it's even worse than we suspected.
That's
that
just
what
a
you're-
grazing of your ass.
Yeah.
Imagine what was. Well, yeah, Josh. Now, when you got back, to your hotel room or wherever you were going back to that day, to your place. What did you notice? Like a shitty ass? Did you have a shitty ass?
Listen, man. Listen, dude. Nothing. Here's all I can tell you is that nothing remarkable, because I clearly don't remember it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like, I would think if it was something I was like, whoa, that's fucking, that I would remember. But
Yeah.
nothing. It's not like I went home and just jumped in the shower. Is that what you're asking?
Nothing
like that.
Here's a Hail Mary pass. Maybe a ghost wiped shit on them. There are ghosts
There
at
are
the
ghosts
comedy
in the
store,
comedy store.
and maybe
There
they're
are
like,
ghosts.
enough of you.
Now, Josh, would you ever shit in the shower? Is that something you've done before?
Have you ever shit in the
No.
shower? Okay.
No, see,
No.
Sam thinks that's something that everybody does.
I think a
just
lot of
takes
people
shit in the
have
shower.
done that.
I think
I
that's,
think a lot of people have. I
Thank
am
you.
not one of them.
Thank you.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just
Oh, I
shits
think
on the
it's
outside of his
so
pants.
gross.
It's so gross, he says. See, he
It's
agrees with me.
so
I
gross.
agree, it's
Because-
gross, Johnny. There's a lot of gross things out there.
that you
But
do.
then what
Yeah.
are you doing? You're taking your bare foot and you're smushing it down
That's
the
what
drain?
he said, yeah.
No, you're just taking the power wash and you're pushing it against it. You're like, power washing it down.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
disgusting.
but why not just, isn't there a toilet like 2 feet away from
I'm
the
saying,
shower?
what are you doing? If you're taking a shower, you have to take a shit. There's nothing worse than showering than getting out, taking a shit. Why don't you just take the shit, wash it down?
Yeah. Listen, dude, the only thing worse than getting out and taking a shit is staying in and taking a shit.
I disagree. I disagree.
You're an animal.
You're disgusting,
You're a fucking
Johnny.
animal,
That
dude.
is so clearly worse.
Josh, where's
It's
your
not
next
even
show?
close.
Where's
Sam
your
doesn't
next
like
show?
this. Sam's
No,
real,
it's fine.
He's real uncomfortable
I'm
about
not
shitting in the
dude.
shower.
I admitted I've shit
animal.
in the shower.
You animal.
Hey, where's your next show?
My next show, I'm in Cleveland the 16th and 17th.
At Hilarities?
Yeah, man, I love that club.
Great club. Josh, I love you. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for spending some of your trip with us. We appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing your Kill Tony, dude.
Buddy, you are the absolute best. And I listen, man, can I tell you something for real?
Yeah,
Well, listen, I've known you a long time,
a long time.
but I have so much respect for you never wavering who you are. I have so much respect for you, dude.
I
So,
love that. I'll
congratulations.
remember that when I'm crying myself to sleep. But no, I love you, buddy. I love you. Thank you. That's very nice. And I believe like you're one of the real ones too. And you went your own course and you blew it up. And I always say, I don't think you get enough respect for what a great comic you are and the brand and the career you've created for yourself. So kudos to you. You doing shows with your son is like so fucking cool. And I'm really happy for you.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate you so much. And let's talk soon.
Enjoy the Best Western or wherever you're staying right now. All right, buddy. I love you. Take care.
Later, man. Later.
That was great.
That was great. I loved it. That was really
That was so
fucking
funny, yeah.
dude. That was really funny. Johnny, so what else is up?
Other than shit detective,
Shit detective.
that might be our best bit. Yeah, it is shit detective.
Shit detective.
Anybody at home, you got any
Got shit detective.
shit mysteries? We'll get right on that. We're great with those. At Broken Simulation, we love Helix mattresses. They've been a sponsor for a long time. But even if they weren't, Sam and I would both be sleeping on Helix mattresses. My Helix mattress replaced what was supposed to be a really high-end premium mattress that ended up with a dent in the middle of it after about 2 years of sleeping. Since I changed to Helix, my sleep is much more comfortable. I don't wake up with shoulder pain because I like to sleep on my side. I love it. Helix Sleep is a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleep preferences. The Helix lineup includes 14 unique mattresses, including a collection of luxury models, a mattress for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress just made for kids. So how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? Take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. and your personalized mattress is shipped straight to your door free of charge. Helix knows there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer a 100-night risk-free trial. Try out your new Helix mattress, see how your body adjusts, and if you decide it's not the best fit, you're welcome to return it for a full refund. Think about that, a slept-on mattress. They'll take it back. Everybody's unique and everyone sleeps differently. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. I took the Helix Sleep Quiz and I was matched to a mattress that felt medium and that offered support for someone who sleeps on their side. I loved it. I woke up with no pain in my shoulder, which was something I had just become used to with that so-called premium mattress that I had before. Not only is the Helix Sleep mattress the best I've ever slept on, but the setup was super easy. Their mattresses are delivered in a box and straight to your door for free. Plus, Helix mattresses are American-made and come with a 10 or 15-year warranty depending on the model. And remember, you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. If you don't love it, and I know you will, but if you don't, they will pick it up for you and give you a full refund. Don't want to take my word for it, and why would you? Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress by GQ and Wired magazine. It is even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/broken. Again, that's helixsleep.com/broken for up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows. With Helix, better sleep starts now.
Johnny, so update, another update.
Another update.
We're giving you up. The 6-year-old crack dealer's back. The guy who's selling crack near my house, he's back again. Now he's just using the area to sell crack some more. And like I said, Johnny, you really got to respect a guy in his 60s still selling crack.
Now, how do you know it's crack that he's
Because
selling?
People have told me, hey, I bought crack from him before.
Oh, that's a good
And people
answer.
have smelled it. They're like, oh, that's crack.
What does crack smell? I can't say I've smelled crack. If I didn't know
Crack
it, if I
is
did.
weird, man. Like crack, I did once. It's like a weird burnt smell. It's so funny because sometimes you walk into stuff, you'll be like, oh, that smells like cocaine and stuff. But crack's very interesting. And
Yeah,
but
a
he's
lot
back.
of
He's
people
literally-
who are addicted to it think so.
he's the Tom Brady of crack dealers, bro. He's still in the game. I'm waiting for him to retire. But the guy's still banging. I just wish he didn't do it in my parking lot. That's all, But hey.
Does he do it when they have events up there near?
No.
near where you are?
No. He doesn't do that. It's like almost impossible. But he is back selling crack again.
It's up near where you park or down near like in
I
Hollywood?
want to get.
I know, but is it like on
Where I
Hollywood
park,
Boulevard?
where I park.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a weird area to be doing it.
No, it's a perfect area to do it because cops don't see you.
I thought you would need some foot traffic though, like to.
No, he's got clientele. When you've been in 60 years, when you're
guess,
60 in the crack game, you got unless they've died off, you keep your clientele.
So they come find you.
Yeah.
I
So
got
it's like, hey dog, I need some more crack, and probably have like clients
Come meet me at Tripoli's parking lot.
Yeah. Come meet me at Tripoli's parking lot. We're giving crack half off, man. Come on down. I'm celebrating my 60th birthday, and we're blowing it out, okay?
It's 9/11. We're blowing it out just
It's
like the
not-
World Trade Center. Here we go.
You want to do crack? You want to be a crackhead? Celebrate the greatest terrorist attack of all time on the country. Come on down. We're selling crack for $9.11.
What's a good price for crack? What is a good
did you
price
see that
for
one?
crack?
Did you see that one post I put on Instagram? Which I want to get into that. I have a couple things. So on my Instagram, some OnlyFans was like, for respect to the victims lost, I've lowered my OnlyFans charge
Are you fucking
to
kidding me?
$9.11. Look at this. Go down
Are
right
you
there. You see
kidding
the
me, dude?
titties?
Hold on.
You see the titties?
I do see the ties.
Look at that, dude.
Oh wow. This is from Allison at American Hussy, dropping the price of my OnlyFans to $9.11 for the rest of the day to honor the victims. And then she's got a airplane
Yeah.
pointed in it, like smushed down
titties.
into her giant cleavage.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that
Is
crazy?
this real? Now, I got to look this chick up to see
I
if
don't.
she's
I tried to find her and just,
American. You tried to find her, huh?
of course, I'm a creeper, bro. Creeper gonna creep.
That was like Twitter. Let's see. American Hussy.
Oh, you think it's on Twitter?
Yeah,
Not
I think
Inst-
that's Twitter. That looks like Twitter to me.
So, Johnny, you know how I paid to get my Instagram back?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you got kind of
Paid a couple G's for it.
Yeah.
So the same guy hits me up and he's like, dude, I can get your Twitter back, but this one's going to be expensive. 20 grand. I go, who's going to pay 20 grand for a Twitter account? 20 grand to get your Twitter back?
Dude, that
What's the most, Johnny, you would pay for your Twitter? Let's say you lost your Twitter. And I had like
Not a
60,
lot.
70,000 followers. on it.
not a lot.
Yeah.
To be clear, anybody who wants to like hold it hostage, not a lot.
Yeah. Well,
But I think that whole thing's a scam. What you're describing there.
of course it is.
That's
20 grand, 20 grand for Instagram, which is still big.
Dude,
20
you want to hear
grand
something
for my
funny?
YouTube
You're
channel.
willing to pay that much for it? Listen to this, dude.
I'm not.
But that some people are. My girlfriend's mother had an Instagram with hundreds of thousands of followers because she just posted animal videos on there. And then one day she was like, I don't really like Instagram, and deleted it. We were like, we could have made money from that. Me and my girlfriend were like, what the fuck? We tried to get it back, and we
Johnny,
couldn't
did
do it.
you beat your girlfriend that night?
No, my girlfriend almost beat her mother. Though.
Oh, that's crazy.
She was so pissed.
Does your girlfriend look like her mother?
No,
Doesn't look anything like her.
not really. No.
Interesting.
No, well, her face does, but the rest she's not.
Are
Like,
you gonna find out this chick's real or not?
there's something going on with Twitter on this computer that it just keeps spinning around. I'm not sure what's going on. I'll do it on here. Hold on.
There's a bunch of stories. So, anyways, I get in trouble,
funny.
Johnny. I get dinged again on Instagram.
For what?
They dinged me. I'm gonna send you this, Johnny. I was gonna send it to Rogan.
Oh yeah, she is. She's on Twitter here, American Hussy.
Let's see what
her
she looks
profile picture is that Brett Favre on draft day. On the phone.
So you think that's really her? Let's go.
Well,
look
it's
at her.
definitely the same person.
Let's
yeah,
go.
because it's clearly the same titties.
All right, let's look. Show it to
Hold
me.
on. I only have it on my phone because the damn thing's not working.
All right, sorry.
Hold on,
about
just
that.
a second.
So, anyways,
Let me try it on Chrome.
let's see if we can find this patriarch titties. Isn't it crazy?
Oh, here
Like,
she
do you
is.
think her tits are real? Do those look like real?
Absolutely not.
Oh, you think those are fake tits?
I do. Yeah, here we go. Okay, here's her. Here she is.
Oh, former
Rutgers maybe they are real. And writer for Rick and Morty season 7. This might be fake, is what I'm starting to think here. Let's see. Corporate America has lobbied too hard to degrade food standards, and all the soy and seed oils are making.
I'm
my
really
titties too big.
confused right now,
This
and I
might
like
be
it.
like a parody kind
You
of thing.
think someone made a fake account and just
Or like it's somebody who's like some hot chick who's got a friend who's funny, something like that maybe.
yeah, I don't know.
Would you date a girl that regularly receives death threats for her exploits online? Just having fun.
Johnny? I think you're starting to get a nerd boner right now, bro.
Trans women being like, I'm actually autistic. Like those two things aren't the peanut butter and jelly of being on Twitter.
Whoever this chick is like, is this
She's got jokes.
the total package?
I got to see that face.
Johnny, do you think you could handle a chick who looks like that? That's funnier than you. Could you handle that? Like you're in a thing, she's getting laughs, you're never getting laughs because her comedy is burying your comedy. Could you handle that?
I'd have to see her face.
Let's just
She's a
say
smoke show?
the rest of it fits. Like she's perfectly symmetrical.
yeah, probably. I don't have that big of an ego.
Yeah, I think it would make my life easier.
Yeah, I could work.
Let
that.
her do all the heavy work, and then occasionally I jump in with a tag here and there.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, I don't have to do any work.
That's great. You're just doing her.
I would be her Artie Lang.
yeah. I was gonna say Ed McMahon, but yeah, that's perfect. You're her Artie Lane. I'm having sex with a guy from Owl City, and all his vintage toys are freaking the fuck out. I don't know what Owl City is. You know what that is?
No, I don't.
Why are guys always bragging about getting mad pussy? What did you do to make it so mad? See, now.
That makes me think it is a chick, because that's not a good joke.
Yeah, that's not a good joke. That's a joke you write.
That is a joke a chick writes.
Yeah, and she thinks it's good.
She thinks it's great, and all of her friends that she brought to the Bringer show is like, oh my God, it's so true.
Yeah, if I had a time machine, I would send Steven Crowder to the Battle of Stalingrad. I mean, that's kind of fun.
So she's
look at this one. Israel needs to chill the fuck out for real.
It's almost impossible for her to be ugly. I'm just telling you. It's
I
almost,
just wish we could see
Okay,
her.
click on her OnlyFans.
Yeah,
This will be on Rock.
We gotta do it. But,
There's no way this is real. Oh, if she doesn't show Johnny, subscribe.
She's got 146 posts.
Johnny, subscribe.
I don't.
I
have
will
an
give you
account.
the 50.
I don't have an account.
I don't have an account either.
Yeah, sure you don't. Give me your password.
Do you think that she doesn't put her face on there? Would you pay?
Look at this. Order her up for large breasts.
I think she's real, and she might be. And she.
I think you're right. Actually, I changed my mind.
I think she'll have her own show on something soon.
I changed my mind. I think you're right.
Johnny would love her. So anyways, going back to this, thank you, American Hustle, Elson.
American Hussy.
Hussy, we appreciate you and what you do. So
Yeah, if you want to come on the show, please.
Yeah, come on the show.
Anybody, reach out. Fans of
Come on the show,
Broken
you home wrecker. You're going to ruin Johnny's relationship.
Broken Semites. Please reach out to @American Hussy on Twitter and invite her on
Hold
Broken
on.
Simulation.
Now you've changed the name to the Broken Semites.
I always preferred that one to the Broken.
Dude,
the Broken
it's the
Semites.
Broken, dude. That's you can't make executive decisions without discussing.
They
it on
have
the
more
show.
than one nickname.
No,
You can have that happens all the time. People have more than one nickname.
Really?
Sammy T, Face. I mean, you got more than one nickname. What's the problem?
Anyways, will you show this on Instagram?
What am I? You mean to pull up your Instagram again?
No, I know. I sent you the
sent me-
picture.
Oh, okay.
I got dinged on Instagram for this.
Well, you should learn your lesson. Okay, here it is.
All right.
It's up now. There it is.
Okay.
Meek Mill says taking shrooms has made him smarter and happier. And then it's got a tweet from Meek Mill. It says, I took some shrooms. It made me more smart and more happy and more love in my heart. I was gone cold. This shit like medicine, microdose vibes. I don't know if everybody brain structured for this, but it's some shit in these things. LOL. That's Meek Mill.
Okay. So Johnny, I'm part of a movement called Do Shrooms with Your Black Friends, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to start that movement.
Yeah.
Maybe I can, hitch my wagon to Shroom Fest.
A lot of talk about movements on this show today. All
Yeah, a
kinds
lot of movements. A lot of movements. But, so Instagram took that down because they're like, hey.
Wait, just that? That's all you, or did you say just shrooms with black people? Was that
I
part
go,
of it?
this is part of my move of Do Shrooms with Black people. But they said that's not, they said take it down because I was promoting illegal activities, which is hilarious because he's talking about microdosing. And we all know, and Johnny, you're a nerd dork, right?
Maybe you're somewhere where shrooms are legal.
Or maybe we know that all these nerds at these tech companies all microdose.
Yeah, they all do. They talk about it.
So what are we doing here? It's obvious that they don't want
Kirk
me.
Cousins talking about doing ayahuasca. I mean, come on.
Yeah, man.
He's a nerd.
Yeah. So obviously Instagram does not want black people doing shrooms.
That's what I take away from it too.
Yeah, I got that too. So I'm just telling you, I'm already under the barrel again with Instagram.
What'd they do to you?
They just dinged that. They took it down.
But not like you didn't get like a suspension or anything.
No, I have two things now. I just got two
Is
strikes.
it like YouTube where you keep strikes on your
Yeah,
thing?
but you can get like 40 strikes on Instagram before they take you down, which I must have gotten to. But so they take down two. One of them was this hilarious street fight. These two kids fighting in a bathroom, and they're beating.
I saw that, yeah.
And then they end up going into the room where the kid is shitting.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just trying to take a shit. or
Yeah,
whatever.
dude. Well, it's kind of funny because he's using the handicapped stall and he's not handicapped, so that's karma right there.
Oh, okay.
I always feel really guilty about using the handicapped stall, but then I also think this is probably the cleanest stall because they don't got any fucking STDs or any weird shit,
Yeah,
right?
That's if you believe that only handicapped people use the handicapped
That's
stall.
true.
but
That's true.
Everybody uses.
Yeah,
the handicapped
everybody does. Do you ever feel bad when a handicapped person shows up?
stall. Never once happened in my entire life.
It's happened to me
Never.
one time, and they give you dirty
Really?
looks. And I go, what are you going to do about
Wait,
it?
were you going number 2 in there?
Yeah, I'm dropping deuces, bro.
And what? And he's waiting outside.
Yeah.
Wheelchair person.
Yeah.
And what? And he's giving me the
I go,
look.
what do you
Look,
want,
give,
dude?
give that look to camera that he gave to you right here. Give it to camera. Oh, that's intense. You just look like The Rock right there. That's what that looks like. The Rock.
He looked at me, go, you know what I'm smelling?
Yeah,
you
that's what
wrecking my fucking my special seat.
I've been watching a lot of old wrestling. It's great, dude. I've been like I started watching Monday Night Raw again, dude. It's become very silly, I would say. Like wrestling is way more over the top. They do a lot more with like camera angles, like zooming in and out now.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I've been like a time capsule. I haven't watched wrestling in 20 years.
Yeah,
and
but is it back to what it like?
No,
my
it's not.
problem with
It's
the 2000 wrestling, it's got too homoerotic.
It's very homoerotic.
Like dude,
and the women are terrible.
Yeah, I mean, there's just like they're really. I'm sorry, like, dude, this is not female bashing, but man, I mean, sometimes you watch wrestling on TV and it's like so fake, but when the women do it, it's so bad.
They can't do any of the lifts. They can't. They're just not as strong.
But even like the hits are like
it's slower.
Like their kicks are way off, and they obviously didn't hit anybody in the face. They're less like. I don't care what you say. I mean, I did wrestling with Jason Ellis, and like he did something where he tackled me and his shoulder went into my jaw and it fucking pushed my jaw back.
Shit.
And it hurt.
Yeah, I bet so. Is that a move? A wrestling move?
Like
a pro
he's
wrestling
just
move?
like dumping me, man. Boom.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Right?
Well, dude, I mean, the people get really hurt all the time. I'm like, Stone Cold Steve Austin practically broke his neck when the Undertaker dropped
the one
him
guy
on
died.
his head. Well, that was Owen Hart, but that was.
I love it. I love that you just did. Oh, dude,
Well,
that's
no, but
Owen
that wasn't during wrestling. He fell. The winch, the thing he was on, snapped, and he fell to the. Do you know what happened?
Oh, I thought he went down. He died.
Yeah, he was supposed to be dropped down on a rope that was, but he had like one of these harnesses on, and the harness snapped when he was at the very top, and he just smashed down onto the canvas and died there.
Oh,
it was a nightmare, dude. They had like lawsuits with WWF for it went on and on,
course.
and like it broke that family up because the Hart family is all in wrestling, and they kind of split up into different factions, like in real life, like, and some of them went with WWF and kind of supported Vince McMahon, and some of them supported the wife of Owen Hart, and it became a
Johnny,
nasty.
if I ever die in a wrestling thing, I want you to revenge my death. Okay,
I
don't want you
I will
ever
avenge you.
to side with the people that were fucking promoting.
I
the
will
show.
go with total nonstop action or whatever that other one is. I will not. I would not go with WWE.
Do not work with my killers. Okay, revenge my death.
I think she got
to the
paid.
end of days. So,
But
anyways, Johnny.
yeah, there's a lot of real injuries that happen like during wrestling, though, like real shit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We all know someone who struggles with quitting smoking. Sam knows Dana. I've had my grandmother. That's why you've got to check out Fume. Fume is the natural inhaler designed to be a better and safer way to quit cigarettes. It's a no smoke, no vape, no nicotine replacement for the hand-to-mouth habit of smoking. Fume handcrafts wooden inhalers using cores infused with plant oils studied to curb cravings. They have flavors like peppermint and conker with minty notes that simulate menthol cigarettes. They also have other flavors like lemon berry bliss if you want a sweeter experience. And all of their flavors are 100% natural, no harmful chemicals, no artificial flavors, and absolutely no nicotine. Quitting is tough, but Fume can really help. They've got thousands of 5-star reviews from smokers who have tried everything and found that this works. I know Dana has had a great time with Fume. She's really been blown away by how effective it is at replacing that habit of taking your hand to your mouth when you smoke. Whether you are a smoker or an ex-smoker who still struggles with cravings, Fume is the perfect tool for you. Head to breathefume.com/broken and use the promo code BROKEN to save 10% off your entire order. That's 10% off your entire order when you head to BREATHEFUM.com/broken and use the promo code BROKEN.
So this is obviously, this is drugs, the crack dealer. So the other day I'm driving home, and Johnny, I know you may not like this, Johnny, but I search for danger in this.
Oh, I love it. I mean,
I search for
keep going.
danger, Johnny.
I don't care
I am looking.
If you get hurt, you get
I
hurt.
lay my life on the line, brother.
Good.
You want some pro wrestling? How about that? I lay my life on the line, brother. Okay?
Yeah. I watched something the other day where they let Randy Savage do commentary for. It was the Undertaker versus the Undertaker. They had this great thing in the night. Do you remember that? Where they had a fake Undertaker that that Rick DiBiase was promoting, and he was like, I got the Undertaker, but instead of motivated by that Paul Bearer's jar thing, he was just motivated by money, and he would like wave money in front of him, and then the real Undertaker shows up, and they have Undertaker versus Undertaker.
Oh my God!
And Randy Savage is trying to do commentary like, oh yeah, brother, I don't think he's gonna win.
Will you look up something? One of the greatest wrestling promos.
Are you going to tell me about the Ultimate Warrior again?
No. Can you find the Machines? Man, Dustin Rhodes talking about the Machines. It is the greatest motivational speech you'll ever see. I don't care who you are. You have to watch this.
The Machines.
I just want to say something about, like, do you understand how talented you have to be that unattractive and crush it?
Yeah.
And I mean that with all respect,
No.
coming from an unattractive guy. Dude, this is why I love British entertainment, because they don't care what you look like if you're really, really entertaining. And I think with YouTube that you're going to, and the internet growing up, we're going to start getting back to more of this.
I hope you're right.
Really interesting people.
It's certainly not what wrestling is now. Everybody I saw on wrestling, they were just shredded out and looked like a model.
Right. But I think, and maybe it won't be in wrestling because that's hard to become a big through content creating, right?
Yeah, well, some of them are, though, guys that like came out from YouTube now and like reality TV. Like, there's a lot of that.
But here, listen to this. This is my favorite. Like
that guy, The Miz from Real World, is one.
Oh, dude, he walks in, they're booing him. He leaves, they're cheering him. That's greatness.
Absolutely.
So I do this. I put this thing. We got the crack dealer. It's so funny. I drive around looking for danger, Johnny. For you, the listeners, the broken, or the sodomites, or whatever you call them. Okay?
The sodomites.
Whatever you call them, bro. I do it for
Semites.
you. I do it for you. So, anyways, I'm walking. I'm driving.
I'm walking here.
I'm driving, okay? And I turn onto, I drive, and there's a little traffic, and I'm about to take off. I look down the street. There's a giant brawl going in the middle of the street. And I'm like, blinker. I'm like, should I go? Blinker, go. I drive, right? I go, and dude.
In Hollywood?
It's just over here in Santa Monica.
Okay.
It is a literal human safari, bro.
Oh, and you videoed this, of course.
I did not, because I did get nervous.
About getting attacked yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the middle of chaos. There was like people all around
You're in
my
a car.
car.
Nobody can hurt you in a car.
Johnny, how many times you see these rides? They don't let the car go.
I know, man. That's.
I'm like, I
people
gotta
think
take
that
it
they can't
slow.
get touched in a car.
I can't make eye contact with anybody. They'll sense weakness and kill me. Okay, but the fight was basically between a fat hooker and a crackhead, and we see this all the time in videos. Who do you think wins every fight?
The fat hooker.
Fat hooker destroys crackhead every time.
Fat female hooker, male crackhead.
Yeah,
right?
all the time. And it's just a big bitch lighting up basically a mop handle. That's what it is every time. Some little
Now,
dude.
what do you think happened to cause this fight?
It was probably a guy tweaking out, probably hitting on all the hookers walking around and getting maybe a little too aggressive, and the one hooker taking offense to it.
Okay, you don't think you try to steal a little money, maybe try to
Possibly
snatch and grab?
But I mean, dude, it would look like a block party in the middle of the street.
Wait, but so more people were involved in the fight between the two of them?
Well, they were breaking everybody. Everyone wanted to fight. People were taking sides.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what? So what? The crackheads are lining
It was
up on one
black
side.
crackhead versus fat Latino hooker.
Okay, the lines are drawn here.
The lines are drawn. This is like a prison yard. at
Street
this point.
war going.
Street wars, dude. And people are getting in the middle of it. Sane people trying to be like, we're all human beings, trying to buffer. And like the fat hooker is like an avalanche just trying to cut through everybody to get to skinny ass crackhead.
That's so funny, dude. I mean, it sounds like you've been in those videos out of Philly that you've been tweeting. I mean,
Yeah.
and retweeting.
That dude, it literally is that. It's a weak men make hard
There
times.
was some
long.
video the other day where it's just they pointed down this street in Philly, and it's just a bunch of people all just beating the shit out of each other. And for some reason, anytime you see a video like that, there's always a homeless person pushing a stroller, you know, like a
trying to get to wherever they're trying to
with
go.
like a TV in it from
There's-
1987.
always,
you know what I mean?
dude. Always, dude.
What do they think they're doing with all that shit? What are they gonna
Looting.
do with it?
They're looting.
But what are they gonna do with it? You know, what are you gonna do with that TV that doesn't work?
Well, they're going to try to sell it to somebody for a little bit of crack money. And then they're going to find my guy near my house, and they're going to buy crack off.
The encampment down the street from me, they found themselves a grill somehow, and now they're just grilling out every day. Every time I go past, they got the grill going.
The homeless people are grilling?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, they're very, very, very like the MacGyver. They figure it out.
Industrious, yeah.
They're
like
very industrious. They figure it out. They
Resourceful.
know how to do it. And they just start, dude, they set up little ecosystems, which I don't have a problem with. My problem is when it becomes Sanford and Son and there's just junk everywhere. That's it. Like, you want to live in a tent? Fine. No junkyard. Like we were talking about the other day. Dude, if you have more than 2 bikes, I'm assuming you stole all the bikes, right? Who has 40 bikes that they bought?
Nobody.
And we're just all gonna
especially not a guy that can't afford an apartment.
Yeah. So yeah, I almost saw a crackhead fight a fat hooker. And it was crazy. It was like crazy how like
Is this I just wanted one of these crazy Philly. I mean, you can just Google now or go down Twitter.
Was
and
she
just
blowing
do
him?
Streets of Philadelphia. No, it's just
she's passed out.
yeah, just someone passed out here. On
Oh
the
yeah,
street.
that's it. I mean,
there's somebody passed down the street there, and I mean, there's somebody else in the same position. It's heroin, obviously.
oh
Look at this,
my
dude.
God. And people are trying to help them? Or is the dog?
No, I think these are people on, nodding off on opiates. I assume heroin.
This makes me so sad. And the government lets this in. They do this all the time.
They do it. I mean, it's them.
Yeah, it's 100%.
It's this fentanyl shit, dude. It's just poison in the cities. But yeah, and then you know, it makes you think you'll die without it. So then you're willing to kill for it. And that's then where the violence comes
Johnny,
from.
yeah, it's crazy, dude. I'm so happy to be off drugs. It's such a blessing. If you're struggling with drugs, you can do it. You can get off it. You just got to do it in 24-hour increments, man. That's it, man. I'm really working hard on this, like all this. What is this?
Look, this is more Philly. Look at this.
Hours.
It's just. I don't know.
Was she doing
she's
yoga?
doing yoga. Yeah, she's just getting her stretches in.
Now, do you think this is just a situation where it's just more people falling through the cracks? Or do you think this is a situation where like jobs have gone away? Like, this is what I can't stand. Can we not clean this up? Can we not clean that up?
Well, they're not, at least in LA, they're not allowed to move any of their shit unless they post notices and say, hey, we're doing street sweeping on X date.
What do you mean at least they're not? Like,
What?
get
Sorry.
rid of it.
No, but okay, so legally, though, they can't just come in one day randomly and be like, hey, you guys got to move or we're taking your shit. They can't do that.
No, I
It's
don't
illegal.
care if they stay there in their tent. The junk's got to go.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, they can't legally just can't go and
Why?
sweep it up one day because it's like their property or whatever. What they can do is say they have to post these signs and say they have to give them a certain amount of notice and say like, hey, in 3 weeks on whatever date we're gonna do a cleaning thing. You got to get all your shit out of here, and then they can make them get all their shit out
Okay.
and then clean up whatever's left.
Okay.
It's the only dude. Down the street from me a couple years ago in this beautiful park, the homeless just decided that's where they were going to be after they got kicked out of a building. And the only way they got rid of them, there were brawls in the street and everything. The only way they got rid of them was they just did that street cleaning thing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, third, like day after day after day until the homeless people got tired of coming back. And that was the only way they could get rid of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, again, we talk about this on every podcast I do. How do you deal with it? You got to do it. These people are human beings. They need to be taken care of. But there's also that there is like everybody's got to live together. Okay. And walking down the street is not fair to everybody who's kept their life together and dealt with and go to work and pay their bills and all that stuff. This isn't fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to live in that.
Yeah, especially, I mean, think about children growing up in those neighborhoods and stuff. What, you can't even walk the streets of your own neighborhood?
Yeah.
Which, that's not too bad right there. What are we,
I mean, this is but dude, all that shit, and it's like, dude, give people a job. Like, they want to work. But anyways.
That's just Bruce Springsteen.
He's a weirdo. Let me get into this.
Philadelphia.
So, Johnny, things are kind of crazy. Comedy is a blessing for me. But sometimes, Johnny, when I say I bombed, I'm being literal. I bombed. I had a really interesting, I'd say last Wednesday was really interesting. And so I get hit up by a buddy of mine. I'm not gonna say his name because this isn't his fault. He's wonderful.
Well, you just said it wasn't his fault, so now you can say his name.
No, I'm not gonna say his name
fault.
because I don't even want it like anything because I want his show to do well. And
A
all that
comedy
shit.
friend.
So a comedy friend
Who hosts
for
the show or
a
puts on
very
a show?
long time puts on a show in Hermosa Beach.
Okay.
So he's like, "Hey man, I want you to do my show. I want you to do the show." And I'm like, "Okay, dude, I'll do the show. I'm dying to find somewhere that's decent that could work on new material." He's like, "Yeah, we get a fun crowd. You come down, you do it." So the day of, I get an email from him, and I love him very much. But I get an email, "Hey, dude, this is a clean show." I go, no, it's not a clean show.
I'm on the show. It's obviously
I'm
not
on
a
the
clean show.
There's no even if
Wait,
there was
how big a notice did you get for that?
day of.
That's rough. Like, now, did he know before that and forgot to tell
But
you? Or?
Johnny, I'm telling you right now, where I am in my life, I'm never doing a clean show ever again. I'm only showing up if I could do me. I don't need to do shows. I do shows because I enjoy doing shows. I work very hard on who I am and where I am. Maybe I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I'm okay with that, right? But I am not going to I'm not going to change who I am.
Now, were you supposed to be like headlining this or something?
Yes.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, but I told him I gotta go early because I gotta get to the Comedy Store to do a set in the main room. He's like, okay, but he's like, you're the headline. We go, dude, I want to go early. Put me early. You know, it's not even about the money. It's just like I need to go do another set somewhere else. I can't go at the end of your show. So he goes, okay, you can go early. So it's great. And I love this guy, so I'll go down and do the show. So I show up, and it is at a brewery in Hermosa Beach. And I show up, and it's a super light crowd. And what they've done is taken one of the booths and take out the chairs, and you're performing in the booth that's a little higher for everybody. Nobody's looking forward, right? The guys going up, they're all
Wait, nobody's looking forward to the stage?
So it's like there's no, like the booths are sideways.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not meant for comedy at this moment. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm a veteran. I've been doing this almost 28 years. I don't care what the feng shui is. I just want to go up.
Were the people there for comedy, or some people were just eating in the restaurant?
Some were comedy, some were just eating there. And that's fine. I've done those 1,000 times. So the guy going up before me, funny comic, doing well, having a good set. Hey, you're next. Perfect. Meeting with everybody, talking. I go up, Johnny, and I'd say there's maybe 10 people in the crowd, which for me is like, okay, I'll just work on some shit. So I walk up, I'm doing something. Suddenly there's like this area that I'd say there's this booth right here that's kind of looking forward. And then there's like this rail of like toppers. They're kind of like stools. People are sitting on stools with kind of like just a small
little rail table kind of thing.
Table
like at the Dodgers where they have
right.
that thing.
And then I'd say there's about 6 of them.
Okay.
So it looks like a bunch of couples hanging out together. This one chick gets up, Johnny, and she's in a full like sweater type, even though it's summer, it's like a sweater type. And Johnny, she has the fattest cans I've ever seen on a person her size.
Do you clock that while you're on stage? Is that?
Yeah. So she gets up to move, and I go, holy shit.
You say that?
I go, you had the fattest cans I've ever seen on a human being.
This is a clean show.
The fattest cans. She looks like every version of like a porn teacher, right?
Now, does she have bigger cans than American Hussy, though? That's what I want to know.
Johnny, they're there if not bigger.
Really?
Now, I can't see the cleavage, but you could tell her shirt is meant to hide her fat rack. And bro, I lose that group. No, let me change this. Here's the thing, Johnny. the guys all laugh. And it's going to get really funny in a sec. I mean, really weird in a second.
Yeah.
The guys all laugh. Two of the women, the woman with the big cans and the woman sitting next to her, lose their skull. They're so pissed at me talking about this woman's fat rack.
What about the woman?
Yeah, the woman's pissed, and her friend next to her is a glacier of misery, okay? She's a giant glacier of misery, and they hate me.
Yeah. Well, she's probably jealous that she doesn't have fat cans.
That I would care about.
Yeah, of course.
The guys are all laughing, and I'm having fun. The guy at the end laughing his ass off.
That's all you got to worry
about.
about.
The guy next to her, which I assume is her husband, is laughing. You know how it turns out to be? Her father. Her father's laughing. Now, I go, why are you pissed? That's a compliment. She goes, this is my dad. I go, do you not think your dad knows you have a fat rack?
Oh, that's the perfect thing to say for sure.
And he laughs, right?
Yeah.
She gets more pissed. What if it was your dad? I go, I guarantee you if my dad knew I had a fat hog, he would introduce me as this is my fat hog son, Sam. Okay? And this glacier of hate.
You can only dream that for your child.
Grinding on me.
What, she's heckling or just looking at you?
The guy at the bottom.
Mean mugging you.
The guy who looks literally like Kenny Rogers, laughing his ass off. His wife, kind of enjoying it. She's like older, like just older and just, you know, those older mothers that are just afraid of everything. She has that vibe. Over here are 4 young people, the only young people in there. They're all friends. They all look like Duke lacrosse players. They're laughing their ass off. And every time I say something funny, they spit out their drinks laughing.
Okay, I thought you bombed, first of all.
Okay, but the glacier lady is starting to eat up the energy in the room. Getting pissed, tell me I'm not funny.
So she is heckling. Okay.
She is. And now the rest of the table is getting uncomfortable. Because they all know they have to go home with her and one of their guys in the group. And the guy that the glacier
Beverly.
the guy, okay, look up the B-52s, okay?
Yeah, I know that band. Okay.
Okay, the guy that the glacier's
Lobster.
with looks like the guy from the B-52s with all white hair.
The guy, oh yeah, okay. I know
Your
exactly what you're talking
jukebox money.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
Rock Lobster. That
Yeah,
was a good
but
song.
the old version of him.
Yeah, I know.
The
You're talking
old
about
version
this
of
right
him.
here.
Yeah, where he had the
Okay.
big, yeah, it looks like that.
Oh, when he had the big hair.
big
Okay,
pompadour.
Yeah.
Right, the pompadour. He looks like him, but it gray. Your jukebox money singing Love Shack. Like right there, right? But all gray.
Let me just look up the Love Shack. That's what we want.
Right? So he's laughing at first, and now he's not laughing. Glacier, okay? Glacier is trying to talk to the management about
While you're on stage.
why I'm on stage, about how upsetting this is.
That's so. Like, what are you gonna do?
Fat Rack, dude, it literally looked like him, but with gray hair. And he's with Glacier, okay?
And what is Glacier? Is she attractive in any way?
No,
or no?
I mean, she looks like
So
the
pure
most
jealousy.
caring human being on the planet.
Did you ever get a lowdown on what their relationships
No,
are? to each other?
dude, Big Rack and Glacier were like the old men from the Muppets, just fucking mean mugging me the whole time. But not funny, angry at the world.
Yeah.
Now the other comics in the show are looking at me like I'm bombing here. And I'm like, why am I here right now? Like, so when I get there, my friend goes, dude, just let you know we're a little light today because Daniel Tosh is at the Hermosa Cafe.
Oh, that'll do it. Yeah.
So everybody who loves comedy and gets dark comedy went there.
And you ended up with the people who were there for the $5 drink special
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
100%. Now they're talking to the employees. The employees are like, I don't fucking think. My friend is like pacing. He gives me the line. I'm like, okay.
Did he light you early?
I go, dude, how much longer do I have? I didn't want to be there anymore because if I can't even work on jokes, why am I here?
Yeah.
Why am I here? Why are these people here? Why are they taking everything serious?
What are you? Yeah, that's a good way to look at a lot of things in life. Though, what am I here for, and what am I getting out of it? Intentionality, and if it's not serving you,
Yeah, and it's just like, I literally, dude, it's like I just did Dallas. I did Plano. I hit my bonus. I did San Francisco with Eddie. We hit our bonus. So, like, I'm really happy with where I am. And I'm not bigger than anybody, or I'm not acting like I'm selling all these shows out. I'm just doing well for a guy that's doing it on his own way.
Now, would that have affected you differently in the days before you
Oh,
were doing
100%.
well
I would live and die by it.
Okay.
Because it's all I had at that point.
That's so interesting, right? Perspective.
Perspective is everything, And I also know that these dumbasses who think I'm the worst comic ever, I'm about to close out the main room at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
So I go and I go, okay, I'm done. Listen, dude, for a guy who's like an outlaw, I don't like to go in there and just disrespect everybody. And I definitely don't want to get my friend in trouble.
You have more of that now, though, than I imagine you used to.
No, but I always wanted to do me, but I never wanted to go into somewhere where I couldn't be me. Sometimes I needed to do it because I need the money. That's not the situation now. So I wanted to do it because I like my buddy and he kept asking me to do a show and I wanted to, help him out. And it just didn't work.
And that's why you don't help out friends. There you go.
Well, I mean, like, not that I'm sure on a normal night, it's a great show. It just that night didn't work for me. And I'm also coming to the understanding, Johnny, that my life is too politically incorrect for people. Like, it's not
just the everyday things that happen to you.
Every day, like going to watch fat hookers fight crackheads. Like, you talk about that in front of fat cans over there, she gets offended.
No, it is funny though, isn't it? Because the things that you're talking about are definitely no worse than the things that they watch on the news every day when they go home.
I guarantee you this chick who's upset at the world and the glacier and fat cans love to watch murder television, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than 48 Hours Mystery.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's
100%.
nothing worse about what you were saying.
So I got this stink on me, right? And so I got two things going on. I'm angry at these people, and I can't really annihilate them because it's my buddy's gig. And I don't want to get him in
And you're
trouble.
not. Now, if you were closing it out, would you have done things a little differently? Would that?
No. I mean, my
You
biggest
weren't worried that
concern-
you had guys after you. So I mean,
No. What I'm really worried about is my buddy getting in trouble.
Burning-
Because I know
burning
people
his bridge
who've
there.
had
Okay.
shows and one bad show in the place, like, we don't want your show anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just passing through. My buddy's really proud of this show. And he's just having a weird off night. And I don't want him to lose his gig. That's more important to me than anything. I don't really care about whether I do or like, dude, I proudly admit when I bomb because that's just, it's in me. That's kind of part of the gig for me. And
which to me, that doesn't even sound like a bomb when you just described people howling with laughter. Except
I mean,
for
like,
three
dude,
people.
the people are laughing here. The comics in the back were laughing. This crowd of 6 started out laughing and then got uncomfortable because the two chicks
How hard did you try working on them, like with your crowd work stuff? Did you try?
I tried a little bit.
You didn't.
But
really drill down?
I'm also not going to Cowtown get cucked by some unfuckable glacier. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's where I think you would have ended up if it was maybe the Comedy Store or something like that. You would have ended up on Unfuckable Glacier.
I would listen. If it was at the Comedy Store, I would be annihilating that chick.
Yeah, see,
she would be eviscerated, okay?
Yeah.
She would leave there fucking licking her wounds.
You're like Superman, just not using all your powers,
Because I don't want to get my friend
You're just
in
using
trouble.
the
I don't
cold
want my
breath.
friend to lose his gig. That's like if he called me next day, he's like, yeah, they canceled my show. I would be incredibly sad that I did that to him. That's not what I want to do. Yeah. So I want to get out of this clean
That's
enough.
a lot to think about on stage. I can barely think
and
about
that's all I'm thinking. Like,
remembering
don't
my
cost
jokes.
this guy his gig.
Yeah.
Just leave here, fulfill your time. And by the way, I cashed the check that he gave me for the night. I'm like, this is gas money, right? So anyways, I'm texting and I'm writing him. I'm driving and I'm texting.
As you do.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, dude. I don't want you to get in trouble or anything. He's like, it's all good. Don't worry about it. I went up, got him back. It's all fun. Okay, cool. They're cool. Everything's good. They understand.
I went up, did what you couldn't do. Made
Yeah,
him
that's.
laugh,
I'll take it on that. As long as the guy doesn't lose his gig, I don't give a shit. So then I go to the Comedy Store, Johnny, And I go up and I walk in and it's like one more than me. And I go up and I crush. And there's a couple in there and they look like, they look like the Inland Empire. Well, it turns out they're from the Inland Empire, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah, he looks like he tweaks and he works on cars. She looks like she does OnlyFans and strips, right? And they're fans of mine. Of course they are. And I love them. They're great. And I'm making fun of them. And so I get my set. I crush the set. I get off. They come up. They're like, dude, we're huge fans of yours. I'm like, you guys are great. I go, hey. And this is what I tell every couple that's my friend. I would like to watch you guys have sex.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because I would like to watch you have sex, right? I mean, I'm down with that. She goes, say less words. And I go, I don't know what that means.
That means yes. That's what that means.
So I walk off. I go, I don't know what that means. So I thought she was trying to tell me, like, hey, dude, stop talking.
No, that means that.
So I go,
Not
and
what
I'm
that
leaving.
means.
I see her running out. I go, hey, I wanted to watch you. Do you guys have sex? She goes, yeah, I've been looking for you. That's my thing. I like to have sex in front of people.
What? This finally worked.
She goes, I'd like to have sex in front of people. I'm like,
What?
really?
What? I'm so excited. This is great.
So Ricky, the manager, is walking by. I go,
saw
Ricky.
crossing the sidewalk.
I go, Ricky. I go, her and her boyfriend said they'll have sex in front of me. He goes, yeah, bring them to the back. And I'm like, okay.
What the fuck?
And Johnny, guess what? I didn't do it. Oh. And not Johnny, I thought, you know what?
You should have called me. I would have watched.
I go, Johnny, this would be the best story for Broken Sim if I actually watched them watch. But Ricky's cool
have no
but the
dedication.
problem is, Johnny, I don't know if that's the Comedy Store anymore. I don't know if that kind of fucking punk rock
got the go ahead already. There was consent. There was.
She's like, I'm down with that, dude.
As long as the girl's into it, that's all that matters. What if,
So you think I should have done
you got
it?
like tagged in, like tag team, you wrestling, like, hey, it's like gives you the high five.
I ask people all the time. Some are like, yeah, we'll do it. And then they just walk off.
Yeah, but they didn't you walked off.
I did on this one, Johnny. Did I let you guys down?
I'm devastated.
You're devastated that I did let her
Absolutely, I'm
hump
devastated.
in front of me?
Yeah.
Really?
We have a whole tier on Patreon. Check it out, Cash Daddies. Patreon.com/Cash Daddies. Check out the Make and Whoopee tier for $1,000 a month. Sam and I will watch you have sex and give you tips. And now it turns out you actually don't want to watch anybody have sex.
I did. She's hot.
No, you don't, though.
She's hot.
You had your chance and you did not. So obviously, deep down, you don't actually want that.
I do want to watch people have sex. I just was worried that the Comedy Store. I don't know where my place at the store is right now.
Wrong one. That's the wrong one for you. Hold on. That's yours right there.
Johnny! I don't want to get banned for life.
Devastated. Is that really what you're thinking? Like getting banned from Comedy?
I thought, because I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of women in control at the Comedy Store. I don't know if they're going to be okay with me.
Ah, damn! It sucks that there's not like a hotel nearby that you could maybe go watch them.
Oh, so I'm going to pay to watch a hotel room to watch them bone?
Of course you are, you idiot.
What am I going to do? Just sit in the corner on my phone? Hey, do a good job.
What were you going to do in the Comedy Store?
I don't know. I didn't think it was actually going to happen. Nobody actually takes me up on it.
I'm just so disappointed. I expected more.
Johnny,
I've heard you ask people that dozens of times.
Johnny, I really wanted to do it. I feel
like my dog just got hit by a car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really, Johnny?
Yeah.
Well, listen, guys, if you are a fan of this show, we would love to watch you guys have sex.
We got to make up for this travesty. This is really.
Johnny, are you really that let down?
This is an atrocity, I got to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Is this really an atrocity,
I
bro?
think this is an
Did I
atrocity.
commit an atrocity?
I think you did. I mean, people, can tell us on social media at Broken Sim on Twitter, at Broken Sim Show, I think, on Instagram.
Hold on.
Is this an atrocity? Yes
Is this an atrocity? Me not watching the good looking
after you've been asking people
Inland Empire couple to have sex
Can you watch them have sex? You've been asking people that for how long would you say?
for a couple years now?
Years.
Yeah, years.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
somebody finally says yes.
Yeah.
And then the means are there. You have it. The logistics are sorted out for you. And then you just what?
Johnny, I was worried that it's too much punk rock for these kids. That's what
It
the
sounded
problem.
like you didn't even know she said yes. She went and tracked you down.
She did. She's like, that's my thing, having
She
sex
thought
in
it
front
was.
of people.
It sounds like they're too much punk rock for you. Is
It
what it
might
sounds
be,
like.
dude. It might be. I don't know the rules. I don't know. Like, what happens if they find out that, like, hey, dude, Sam watched some people have sex in the back room? Like, it's not the same. It's not the same guard.
Never meet your heroes. That's all I'll say.
Johnny, are you saying I committed an atrocity?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's okay. You lose some and you lose some. So you lost.
Well, hey, man, if you guys are a fan of this show and you guys are the couple, I invite you to come to Comedy Chaos.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Well, by the time this is out, Comedy Chaos will have come and gone. But you are
And
invited to the
hopefully
store.
So will you.
What?
And I said, hopefully, so will they have come.
So,
and
Johnny,
gone.
let me ask you something. Would you watch them have sex?
Absolutely, I
Would you watch them have sex? Let's say you and your girl come to my show and they're there and they want a bone.
My girl would not be down with that and would
She
not
would
allow
not
it.
let you watch.
No, but I would do it on my own. Yeah, of course.
If she's there, you're not watching. If she's not there, you are watching.
That's-
Do you think she'll be okay with that?
Don't really care. Don't care.
Wow, Johnny, I like that.
I'll just. Yeah, I mean, I'll say.
Johnny's not taking shit from his fake girlfriend.
I'll say it's a bit. Like, oh, it's just comedy.
It's just for the show,
it's just
babe.
Comedy, yeah.
Babe, it's for the show. It's not for me. Think I enjoy watching strangers? It's for the show.
I don't. It's not really my thing, but I would absolutely do it for
I'm
the
gonna
show.
tell us about you for sure. You really are atrocities free. You really operate like that. No atrocities, dude. No.
I live my life trying to avoid atrocities. Yeah. That's like one of if I got like the golden rule and then avoid atrocities. Right
You know
on
what,
my
Johnny?
list.
I think we need to do is we need to have people call in and tell us about atrocities they've witnessed.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah,
Right?
call in. Yeah, I'll
Right?
get the number here. What is the
Like,
number?
Johnny, what are some what can we explain to them what an atrocity is in
Well,
your home?
you see it and you know it. I mean,
Okay, so we had the girl calling up talking about we had a married woman calling up.
it is 657-339-1338.
Why don't you include that in like the Twitter? One more time.
You can't put it on Twitter because then you get bombed by
Okay.
by spam.
Okay.
But the number is 657-339-1338. That leave us your voicemails of atrocities you've witnessed.
So what is an atrocity, Johnny? If you had to say what
It's
qualifies
it's
as
like pornography. You know it when you see it.
okay, so it's like something. I mean, because we're just got people just calling up talking about like the Ukraine or something like that. What's an atrocity you've watched? Okay, so a girl
atrocity
calling
I've
somebody up
watched.
talking about their stinky pussy, that's an atrocity, according to
That's
the
an
beat.
atrocity.
And Johnny thinks I committed an atrocity by not watching this good-looking
It's
couple have
something
sex.
that is not devastating and terrible on a scale that the news or like your mother would care about, but it's something that personally to you is the worst thing that could happen. Like it's
Right.
like an atomic bomb.
Yeah, it's
in
your
life.
own 9/11.
Yeah, it's a personal 9/11 that if you told anybody else, they would say, "Get out of my face! I'm trying to order a milkshake."
So me not watching that couple have sex is Johnny Woodard's 9/11.
That's pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much, yeah. I would say so.
I respect that, Johnny. I respect that. I totally respect that.
I mean, we're professionals, Sam. We
really are
We're supposed to
professional.
get paid to watch people have sex.
I would
professionally,
agree.
and now you won't even do it for free.
Johnny, I would totally agree. I apologize to everybody here. And I just want to say I'm sorry. Johnny, I've done a couple of how long
I think you should actually apologize. I think you need to do a proper like presidential style apology. Like you just got busted, political scandal apology to the camera, looking down the barrel of the lens. No, hold on. Okay. We interrupt this program. We go
is
to
this
you now.
is this Bigfoot theater? Is this more
This
Bigfoot
is just-
theater?
This is real life. We interrupt this program to go live to Chaos Studio, where Sam Tripoli is taking the stage now for this this press conference we've arranged on very short notice. It was a surprise to us all. We got the press release moments ago that Sam Tripoli would like to get some time on air, and we're going to him now. He looks devastated.
My fellow Americans. There's a time in a man's life where his emotions get the best of him, clouds his judgment. And this obviously was one of those things. I know I've talked a big game. I act like I'm fearless, punk rock. But in the face of legends, I wilted. And I, in turn, have let you, the listeners, down. I can only promise you from here on that I will, in fact, watch you have sex. No matter what's at stake. I could get blackballed from the comedy club. I will no longer allow that fear to hold me back. I will stare in the face of the abyss while you guys bone hard in front of me. Okay. So for not doing that, I apologize to you, and I can only show you that I'm going to be a better man. And that's all I can say. Thank you for listening.
Okay, that was Sam Tripoli. Back to Gilligan's Island. Yeah, you hit on something there. You were ruled by fear in that moment.
I was ruled by fear. Fear of missing out. Young Tripoli would be like eating her butt, setting her up to get fucking rocked. But older Tripoli, it's like, where's my place in this world? That literally, Johnny, can I tell you? That was No Country for Old Men at that moment.
Such a good movie.
Right?
That's one of those movies, dude. If it's ever on TV, I don't ever move away from that
I
channel.
think I'm going to go back and start watching some old movies again.
I do that sometimes. I have a dope setup in my apartment, and I go back and watch old movies a lot.
I've been doing a lot of gigging, Johnny. A lot of gigs. I've done a bunch of gigs.
Yeah,
So-
you've been out of town almost it feels like every other weekend.
So, Johnny,
You're out.
do you want to get in? Let's get into some. So, do we have? Do we?
I got a few news stories, yeah. If you wanna
Okay,
hit those.
so I have some stories. I just don't want to dump them all on this episode.
Okay.
Right.
Keep going again next week.
But because so basically, I mean, I'm gonna Just the point is like we're gonna start doing this again on the regular.
Yeah, we took a week off for the holiday, and it turned into like a week and a half.
Yeah,
because
it got a little crazy, and
problems.
I had all these gigs to do, and so. But I've been doing a lot of gigs lately, man, and I did Brody Stevens Memorial.
How was that? Was that
It
tough?
was great, man. I love Brody. I miss Brody. I have a couple comments on the whole situation. I want to say.
Where was that?
It was it was a 2-part.
Part of it was at the park, right? With the
Part of
bench
it
and
was at the
stuff?
park. Can you look up the Brody Stevens Memorial? They made a giant memorial.
Yeah,
to
we
him.
did it. Wait, different than the bench?
Yeah,
Is it in the park though?
it's a mural. He got a Brody Stevens mural on the side of this giant.
Is it in the
wall,
park though?
But it's across the street from the park.
Okay.
And it was, there's a lot of people worked on it. Dave Rath, Tommy Love, Godlove have been working really hard on this. So,
I see it. Okay, wow, this is beautiful.
it is beautiful. It's very cool. And,
Hold on just a second.
Tommy is Tommy loves Brody. Like, that's huge, dude. It's
it
huge.
looks so good too. He's got that 818 LA shirt on.
Yep.
Hold on, let me zoom in on this.
It's pretty amazing, man.
They did a great job. Yeah.
That's a pretty cool thing. Enjoy it. And it just is a testament to how
Oh,
much,
they got his face perfect too. I mean, that
How-
looks like him.
how loved Brody was and how sad it is that he's no longer with us. So this is Chris. He's the guy who painted it.
Is that
He's
Dane
the guy who
Gallery
did
right
that painting right there.
Oh no shit. Okay, it was
He's the
funny
guy
because
who did
this
that.
one really looks like Brody, and that one over there is.
Well, that one's done in the moment. It's meant to be a quick painting. This one, obviously, he was out
that
here
one
for.
is that one over there is like.
No. I'm talking my painting.
Oh, okay.
So he did that one over there.
Oh no, I'm not talking about that one. Okay, yeah.
Chris did that one. And Chris is the artist here.
Because this is just, I mean, this is beautiful. He did such a good job with this. Wow. And what, the event was here at that or at the bench?
Well, there was two. It was a two-parter. Hold on one second.
Damn, they did a good job with that.
It looks really good, right? His name is Chris Rogers. Chris Rogers is the artist that did that, and he
Wish
did.
Brody could have seen all this.
I wish Brody could have seen it, and so when Brody passed, there was a lot of like just chaos, and so So what happened was Brody passed. I was you can hear it. So Brody, the last interview Brody ever did was my show, Only Conspiracies or Conspiracies Now at the Comedy Store. I didn't sense anything, and then the next day he was gone. And you could hear me learn about it. And I left it in because I feel like with tinfoil hat, people need to hear all of it, the highs and the lows. And so you can hear me. Amy Cheapo calls up and it tells me that Brody is basically, she says it without saying it, he's gone. I was so devastated I left Pollyanna at ATC's theater. Studio.
If you don't know Sam, that says so much about his state of mind that he left. Pollyanna is was his child before he had children.
Yeah, Pollyanna is like literally family.
Yeah.
Like she is so loved. Pollyanna was the first thing that I loved outside of me where I had a responsibility to take care of. And like when I was doing drugs, Pollyanna was a big part of like really make me realize what a piece of shit I was.
How's that?
Like, dude, just like tweaking in front of your dog, it's like such a low thing. Like, and your
'Cause
dog
they look
knows.
at you, right, with
they
that.
know something's up.
But they also have unconditional love too for
Yes.
you, right? Yeah, that's interesting.
So I was really low. So I left her there, and there's been a lot of guilt. I have very little regrets in my life. Two of them are I left my mother too early to move out west, and the other one is I never did shrooms with Brody Stevens. Okay, those are big.
Now,
regrets.
you think that would have changed his head? Is what you mean by that, right?
I think so. I think if he did it enough, he would have woken up and gotten out of this thing.
You think if he did it often enough or enough shrooms?
I think he did if he did enough shrooms. So
In
who
a
knows?
single sitting is what you mean.
Yeah, I think so,
okay.
but I could be wrong, but we'll never know. So there was a lot of emotions. A lot of people were scrambling. I had a comedy chaos that was coming up, and I decided to flip it and make it the Brody Stevens, remembering Brody Stevens show. And I allowed, because I knew that there was going to be a bunch of shows honoring Brody, but it was going to be a lot of like the Hollywood elites doing it, meaning big name people. And Brody was friends with so many people. So I wanted to give everybody a chance. I wanted everybody to get up. So me and Sarah Mello decided to work together and do one night for everybody. And some people got angry because they wanted to do what they thought was proper. And I understand that because
what does that mean?
They wanted to do a proper show for Brody, and they felt like this was
like
rushed.
a production.
Like, yeah, the whole thing. They felt like it was rushed, and WeHo Jesus had died before.
Yeah, that was a weird time. That was a really weird time.
Dude, this is a weird time. And we'll get into all that as well. But, so WeHo Jesus had passed. Kevin Brody was good friends with WeHo Jesus, spoke at WeHo Jesus's
It's
memorial.
a different world, wasn't it, before the pandemic, too?
Oh,
just a different world.
100%. By the way, I did mushrooms at WeHo Jesus's memorial.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like they were just gonna have a couple people speak, and I'm like, I walk up to the podium. I'm like, can his friends talk? Can we say something? Because it's like Brody's family was there. I mean, Kevin's family was there, and this gay guy just went up, and all he kept talking about was how he's gay.
I remember you talking
Kevin's
about
gay.
that, yeah.
He was gay. He's totally gay. I'm like, okay, man. Like, we get it. We all knew he's gay. We didn't like Brody even went up and goes, Kevin's gay, and guess what? I didn't care. Got a huge applause. So
What is a reaction to what that guy had been
yeah,
talking
it's just like it was like we get it. It's just like that doesn't even be the theme of your 3-minute share. So we showed at the end Brody. We show Brody's, his like couple Ari Manis put together a great little like thing to say goodbye to Ari. I mean to Brody on that night. Well, the whole point of this is like I'd had a weird kind of interaction with Dave Rath, who was Brody's manager at the time, and it was just like we had weird energy with each other. And so this thing's coming up, and Tommy God Loves like, hey man, do you mind? Will you work with like Dave Rath? I'm like, sure, man, because I felt bad about it. And then they're like, Dave Rath wants to talk to you. And then Dave texts me and like, hey, can we talk? Can we grab coffee? And I'm like, we're running crazy. He's running crazy. I go, hey man, do you want to just talk on the phone? He's like, sure. We called up, and we just kind of made amends to each other. And we were both like, hey man, you know. And I go, listen, man, I'm really sorry that I caused you any anxiety. You know, when I saw you at the memorial last time, it was obvious there were issues. And I'm sorry if I did something to you because you've done nothing to me. So there was no reason for me to do anything. And maybe I handled everything wrong due to the emotion. But I'm sorry if I did something to you, which is something I got from recovery. What is my role in this situation? Find my role and make amends for your role. Stop going what that guy's, that person did. It's not about them. It's about you cleaning up your side of the street, right? So I made amends to him. And then he goes, I probably handled it wrong. I'm sorry for how I handled it. And we both were like, hey, dude, it's probably our fault, blah, blah, blah. Made up. So what was really funny about the whole situation is later that night, they do the memorial in the OR. And best crowd ever. And I always say this. The best comedy shows are dead comics memorials because people just lay out. So, you know, Steve Randolph was there. And, you know, we've known Steve for a while. And Steve has become such a great comic. Like, he's a great...
Wait, no, which show are we talking about now?
The Brody Stevens Memorial. Because he was...
Wait, I'm sorry, the original one? Or
No, this one that was held for...
Okay. I think I actually went to one of those where I had to do the computer for. Remember that there was some kind of slideshow.
Yeah.
And I was sitting
think you did the first one.
Yeah. Okay.
So the second or the second or the third. I don't know how long Brody's been gone, but
so yeah, I don't know either.
But
3 years.
So Steve goes up. He crushed.
2019, right?
He's
So
been
3 years.
crushing. Like he's so funny, dude.
Yeah, you told me that he's been really.
Yeah,
really
he's
going.
found his stride, and it's really great. He goes out with Josh.
He's not doing characters anymore though. He's just doing.
No, I think he's got like a pilot in the works.
No. I mean, he's not doing characters on.
No,
stage.
he's on stage. He's doing his own thing.
Okay.
And he's really funny. And he's like, he's one of those guys like Theo Vaughn that everything comes out of his mouth is so fucking funny.
It's like through his weird filter, right?
And I feel like I always have to work at it. Like I have to, like they're just like anything comes out of their mouth. They're
exactly
so
what you mean,
funny.
yeah.
And I'm just not that guy. Like I have to throw a lot of shit against the wall to weed out what's good, what's not good. So it's really,
Hey, dude, some of the best comedians are just that same way too.
I get it, dude. I mean, like I am who I am. I'm at this point, like,
You're a mechanic, yeah.
you know, it's like if you guys get a chance, I'll say this after. So anyways, I am who I am. But it was very funny because the only spot I got at the Comedy Store that week was Brody's Memorial. And I did a joke on stage about it. Because I opened up with the fact when we were on the roll, we were on the road with Brody, me, Chad, and Jim Florentine. We did a bunch of gigs together, and Brody would watch Alex Jones and hardcore pornography in the car, like gangbang videos while we were driving.
What?
Yeah,
But what, for effect? Like to fuck
just
with you?
because that's what he enjoyed.
No, so he wasn't like fucking with you or waiting to see what you would say?
No, he'd be like watching it on the side, like just fucking hardcore porn.
That's so strange.
Right? And I talked about it on stage. Everybody laughed, but I made a joke. I go, you know, if I've gotten anything out of Brody's passing, it's this spot this week. It's the only spot I got.
That's so funny.
So maybe if a couple of those Netflix comics in the main room could off themselves, I can maybe get 3 or 4 spots. But it was a great night. But I'm going to be honest with you, Johnny. I'm somewhat conflicted. And I've said this before and on the show, but I still believe it.
no, sorry.
It's very hard for me to want to constantly celebrate somebody that killed themselves. I feel like we've shown Brody so much love that it's like I don't want to glamorize killing yourself because it's not glamorous. It's really tough, and it's tough on everybody. You go out and everybody has to deal with it. So I don't know what to do. It's like it's a very hard thing for me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll ask you this: do you think if he had died of like a heart attack, do you think what they'd be doing now would be different? Do you think it would still be this kind of memorials after memorials if he had died of like a heart attack, natural causes? How do you think?
I do. I
think it would be the same.
Yeah, if it happened as quickly as it did, yes, for sure. But I think it's a weird message.
No, I totally get what you're saying.
And it's not that I don't love Brody and I don't want people to remember Brody, but I also don't want people to think that if you do this too, you're going to get all this stuff as well.
Yeah, well, and the important message to take away from that, even if you do it, you're not going to find out you're not going to witness any of that love. You're not going to get any of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not here for it. You're gone, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, it is crazy, dude. It just makes me sad. So I want to get into something else real quick, Johnny.
It's your show. You can do what you want.
No, it's your show, Johnny. I'm just sitting in for a little while.
I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you. I want to get into the Tiffany Haddish controversy.
Go in there, huh? Okay.
And I think it's important. And maybe I'm the guy that just is always defending these people, but who
are these people?
Who are these people? But I know Tiffany Haddish, and I love Tiffany Haddish. I've known Tiffany Haddish since she was 18 years old. She was just a kid. And I used to call her Even Money all the time because I knew she was going to be huge. All the time. She'll tell you that.
You're saying it's a coin flip. Well, it was 50-50 whether she was going to be a star, right?
No, I go. The only thing shocking about it is how long it took. For me personally.
Yeah.
And have I told you the story on here about how Tiffany
you're getting off the bus and going to the comedy
No, but I've
camp
told you
or
how
whatever.
she blew up.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we won't get into that.
Yeah.
So there's this thing going around right now about a sketch. I haven't watched it. Johnny, have you watched it?
No, I've read the description.
And what have you, and starring her and Ari Spears. Now, I don't want to add fuel to the fire, but I do want to defend my friend. So that's why I'm talking about it. And Johnny, you brought up some good points earlier today, and I'd like you to bring them up now.
Okay.
But I'm just going to say this. I've known Tiffany forever. And sometimes people are like, well, just because you know somebody doesn't mean that you know everything about them. And that's true. I will push back. I push back with the Brian Callen stuff. I know Brian in and out. And I can tell you there is zero doubt in my mind that he's innocent. And I'm going to tell you that I don't think Tiffany Haddish is what she's being accused of. If there's anything that Tiffany Haddish is guilty of, is being stupid enough to do this unfunny sketch. And we don't know what was going on in Tiffany's life at that moment because it was so long ago that they actually did this. And a lot of people think this is basically a hit piece on Ari because he was going off on Lizzo, the super fat chick.
Yeah.
And
which makes sense.
So this is kind of war. And she's...
Do you want me to read a description of what the ad supposedly was?
Yeah, and you can cut it off. It's too fucking...
I don't think it is. I mean, this is in, mainstream news. Okay. Per the Daily Beast, Haddish and the plaintiff's mother met through comedy and bonded over their divorces. Messy, messy, messy divorces, she told the outlet. This is the mother of the plaintiff right here. We just got really super close, and this would have been before 2013, when the lawsuit claims that Haddish spoke at a then 14-year-old Jane, that's Jane Doe's, camp, and offered her a perfect role starring in a commercial to be produced by Haddish and Spears. This allegedly involved Jane moaning and making sexual noises while simulating fellatio on a sub sandwich at the adult comedian's request. Though Jane says she tried to do what they asked, she allegedly left feeling physically, emotionally, and mentally uncomfortable, as if she hadn't really delivered on the assignment. She says she didn't tell her mom or anybody else because of how weird it felt. Now, what the sketch is, and then I'll just continue reading here. Haddish allegedly approached her friend again about filming a project for John, who turned out to be, and this turned out to be a sketch titled The Mind of a Pedophile. Both appeared in the clip, but Spears played the eponymous pedophile. The eponymous pedophile. He reportedly massaged baby oil into the boy's bare shoulders. John spends most of the video clad only in his underwear as Spears' character leers at him, per the Daily Beast, and climbed into a bathtub with him. John says he left to shoot. This is a John Doe. We got a Jane Doe and a John Doe, a boy and a girl here. John says he left the shoot distraught, allegedly with Haddish yelling at him for his failure to cooperate. I had to kick and scream and cry, and Tiffany came and told me to let him touch me. John reportedly wrote while in therapy in a statement attached to the lawsuit. Responding to the Daily Beast report, Funny or Die said that they had nothing to do with it. It was just uploaded to there. So what they were doing is this through a pedophile's eyes, and I think the bit was that you see like a kid eating a sandwich, everybody else, that's what they see. And then a pedophile, which he was playing, sees it as like a kid.
It's a dumb sketch.
Doing like a blowjob on
It's
a
a dumb sketch.
Yeah.
It's not funny.
Yeah. And the thing I said to you was that if this was like Nick Kroll or something, I feel like we would be giving him a little bit
More shit.
harder of a time.
And I'm not saying that Tiffany... Listen, I didn't hear all that shit. And listen, when money's involved... What my whole issue is, like, when these cases go to straight to civil court, I get going, like, what are we doing here? Like, is there a crime committed, or is this just a cash grab?
Yeah, and that's what, now that is what her people are saying it is. They're saying this is someone who's been trying to get her for a while, and this is just the latest effort.
How they describe Tiffany is not the Tiffany I've ever known, and maybe I didn't see that side of her. But that's not the Tiffany I know. And I've been through this enough, okay? I've been through this enough to know that sometimes these things didn't happen, and these are all money grabs, okay? I mean, we've seen that over and over again. No evidence ever put forward, and these are just civil lawsuits, right? I mean, like,
yeah,
so I'm just going to say that. I don't like this sketch. It sounds stupid. I don't know why Tiffany would do it. It's a dumb fucking sketch.
And she disowned it, basically. I'll just read what she says. I know people have a bunch of questions. I get it. I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, because this is an ongoing legal case, there's very little I can say right now. But clearly, while this sketch was intended to be comedic, it was not funny at all, and I deeply regret having acted in it. I really look forward to being able to share a lot more about this situation as soon as I can.
So I think this is about Ari Spears. Now, I'm going to be full disclosure. I don't like Ari Spears. I think every time I've interacted with this guy, I think he's a piece of shit. But
anything you can divulge?
I mean, every time I've interacted with him, he has the worst energy, the worst attitude. He's not a nice person, and he's known for it. And I always, when I go on the road, I go, "Hey, man, who's the worst person to deal with?" And universally, it's Ari Spears. Every time.
Is he a big deal? I don't know much
about
him.
Listen, he's done a lot of great shit. I'm not going to dismiss what he did.
I'm not familiar with him.
But he does great impressions, all this stuff. Okay. Even though I don't personally like him, I'm not going to allow that to cloud my judgment and automatically convict him on that. So yeah. I think here's what I do with these cases all the time, everybody. I reserve judgment until more information comes out. And that's all I'm going to do. Because I've seen people I love get taken down with zero evidence. So here I am defending a friend again. I have very successful friends. And I don't know if, it's like the only guys who's ever... I know guys have been accused of shit. And you never hear of them. And like, dude, I know you guys are like, oh, you just defend because he's your friend. They're your friends. Dude, there's a guy who was accused of some nasty shit who's one of the few celebrities that was very nice to me. And I've 100% called him out. So that's not true at all. And I just want to say that. I love Tiffany Haddish. This was a very stupid idea for her. This is dumb. But that's not the Tiffany Haddish I know. And I don't think she's perfect. I don't think she walks on water. She made a giant mistake. But I don't think she's a groomer.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion. And I'm going to be honest with you. What fucking parent allows their kid to do this fucking sketch?
That's a hell of a point.
I will scorch the earth. If anybody came, hey, man, we'd love for your daughter to act in this. Not happening. Ever. Yeah. Ever.
It's like those parents that let their kids go, just camp out at Michael Jackson's house or whatever. I'm like, what? Really?
Don't trust. Where are we going? Who are you? What do you do?
What are the plans?
Talk to me about that.
Tell me everything.
Hey, just so you know, if anything happens to my kid, I will come here and slit everybody's throats. Yeah. Just so you know.
And just know that I'll be showing up randomly at some point.
Yeah, I will show up, and if you think I'm kidding around, fuck around and find out. That's how I do it. So I just wanted to make a comment on that.
I would totally, I could totally see killing somebody if they.
Dude, what the Cain Velasquez thing?
Like somebody in my family or something?
I'm pro Cain Velasquez.
Yeah.
If you know that this guy's done that to your kid, you just got to find the better time to do it.
My dad would absolutely, dude, I mean, my dad would know.
You can't chase a guy down in a car. You got to wait till he's out of his car and you got a clear shot to plug him.
Yeah, well, I guess the problem is when you're that mad, you're not.
I get
clearly,
it,
yeah.
and I like, dude. I mean, I donate to his legal fund. I'll donate again.
And that's gonna go to a jury, right? It's gonna be hard pressed to find a jury that'll convict somebody for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
why we
So
have
that's my
juries.
opinion. I'll kill a motherfucker.
Motherfucker would.
Let's get in some comments, and do we have any phone calls?
We'll do a couple of reviews, and then we'll do the news.
Okay, no calls.
We're at 150 right now.
No calls.
Well, we always have calls. Do you want a couple calls?
Okay, I mean, whatever you think is great.
You've got mail.
Like, this is, I don't know if somebody's gotten, like, our numbers gotten, like, mixed up with somebody else's number. Hold on.
Let's hear it.
Listen to this.
Hey, boys, I was wondering if y'all go to the Shindig after church today. I was thinking that maybe we could ride some carnival rides and hit the old sprinkler system if we get the chance. See you boys there. It'll be a pleasure cruising. Aloha.
What was the end of it?
Aloha.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you at the
Sorry
carnival,
we
buddy.
didn't get the message. We went to church. We already did the rides. Sorry about that, bro.
This is for you, I believe.
Sam, listen, with respect to law of abundance, could you spare a few minutes for a fellow West New Yorker to have quick video calls? I'm originally from the Falls and
this
would
is this guy
appreciate
that-
running
okay.
something by you.
So this is this guy that has been talking to you, hawking you down on Twitter. I read a message. He's supposed to email you or something the other day on Cash Daddies.
Yeah.
This is his voice. So see if you recognize this fella. He's been trying to get in touch with you.
Yeah, what does he
For
want?
quite a while. Let's find out here. Hold on.
Originally from the Falls and would appreciate running something by you. Excuse me, if you approve, only asking you to connect me with someone that you know so I could ask the same of them. Would truly appreciate it, man.
Stop,
From one West
stop
New York
it.
to another.
You know what this guy wants me to do? Introduce him to Rogan. That's exact. Whenever I hear that.
Really? You think so?
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, can you hook me up with Rogan? I got a
Do you really think so?
All the time. Or maybe Eddie, but it's usually Rogan. Hey, man, can you hook me up with Rogan? No, I can't. At all. I don't even like dude, I feel bad when I text Rogan because I feel like I'm bothering him. I cannot hook you up. That should be my handle on Instagram. I can't hook you up with Rogan.
Well, I think he's mad at me too here, but
Wait,
even though I
Sebastian,
gave
Please
you
don't play
his
this
information.
online. My number is
Oh,
40.
hold on. Don't play it online. Hold on. I'm going to bring the number. You shouldn't call into a public line if you don't want us to
Yeah,
read.
why are you putting it out there?
Hold on. I'm just going to...
Set
Baby.
up. My name is
Bop.
James.
People.
Yes, Johnny, don't be such a jealous fuck. Or hit a brother up if he reaches out to you on Twitter to connect with
Dude,
them.
I told
the Western
you-
New York thing, bro. Go Bill.
I told you I gave him your information on Cash Daddy.
Johnny, why are you passing this on?
There's actual proof of it, and we just played it on another show.
Yeah, Johnny, stop being an asshole. He's right. At least he's
please
right
call
about
that guy
something.
back, so he can talk to Joe Rogan.
What up, Johnny? What up, Sam? Getting out of the shower. The best podcast to wash your balls to, baby. Hell yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I've been saying that forever. Man.
Dude,
it's
this-
the best podcast.
Can we
to
put
shit
that
in the shower?
a t-shirt?
Yeah, best podcast to wash
Wash
your
your
balls.
balls too?
Yeah. Dude, I gave my girlfriend that Manscaped shirt, your balls will thank you, and she forgets that it says your balls will thank you on it sometimes and like walks out of the house with it. It's so funny. Last
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Raytheon San Diego gets Navy work.
The U.S. Navy awarded the Raytheon Missiles and Defense segment of Raytheon Technologies Corporation, New York Stock Exchange, RTX.
All right. Johnny, you know we should have on
year $482.7 million contract for work on its Zumwalt-class destroyers. Since 22% of the work, estimated at $106.2 million, will be performed in San Diego, where the ship...
Okay, so he's reading, something about Raytheon there. I appreciate that. Wrong show. But
Johnny, dude, Billy Bonnell has the funniest bit because he used to work...
Bobby Bonilla?
Billy Bonnell.
And
he has a bit about when he used to work in the Navy. He would get he could read all the police reports for the weekend. And one guy went to the cops and was like, some guy broke into my house and ate my ass. We should have him on to tell the story.
You mean some guy came into your house and you let him eat your ass is what you mean.
You sounds like you have buyer's remorse.
All right, we'll just do one last call so we get one that's actually. I didn't know we were going to.
Hey, Sam Tripoli and Johnny Woodard. I'm outside of a local Walmart in local Iowa. Just being a localer, and just want to say good job, guys. You guys are 100% on the dot on fucking everything. Whether or not you guys believe me or not, I'm just some moron from Iowa. But yeah. Me and my coworker enjoy the shit out of your shit. Y'all are killing it. One thing I want to bring up though, motherfucking windmills, man. There's only really two options for it. Either they drop a huge ass freaking line that collects the sky juices from the motherfucking turbines fucking spinning in the sky and then spinning it to where? Like Chicago or wherever. You have to use like a pipeline or fucking some shit. Or they have these little cars, and once the energy's filled in the battery, then like the trucks come and get it, and then like drive all the way to wherever to drop off the energy. The point being, the windmills are not what they fucking say, and yeah, y'all are fucking the shit. Sam Tripoli and Johnny Woodward, whoop whoop, much love.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, did we have a conversation about windmills? Because I could have forgotten it if we did.
I don't know, man. I want to make a T-shirt of us fighting windmills.
Toting at windmills.
Yeah. I don't even know. Thank you for the enthusiasm.
Oh, we really... That was I think we need atrocities. Let's do that's our theme for this week.
Guys, call in with your personal atrocities you've either experienced or witnessed.
If they're funny, that would be even better. 657-339-1338.
657-139.
Nope.
657
339
1338. 1338. Join us. Send us your personal atrocities. You can't believe you witnessed something that just is so offensive, like calling and leaving a voicemail about stinky pussies or not watching a hot couple have sex.
Okay. Okay. We got a few reviews. 5 stars from Big Belly Chris. Rick and Morty. He didn't write Rick and Morty. He wrote Rick and Morty.
A lot of people talking about that. Like, is Rick banging Morty?
Yeah, there we go.
Very uncomfortable.
This pod is as good as the show Rick and Morty.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's what this pod is giving. Smart, cute, funny, and story-driven. Love you guys for everything, Mary and Joseph. This is from Heferi, 5 stars. Heferi. Cryptigay, he says. That was your... I think Chupacab
gay. Oh, I got to give that out, too, what the word of the week is.
Yeah, we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, we're not quite there
Okay,
yet.
Keep up the Chupacabra gay activities, fellas. Love the show. Hope you guys can reach #1 in comedy and news. Sam's Neighborhood News is the most informative thing in podcasts.
Thank you.
A close second would be Johnny Wood Warrior Woodard. Okay. Thank you.
With what? What's Johnny doing? Just showing up and he's a close second?
Yeah, that sounds about right. This is from Squatty Bob. That's a great name. Johnny, write that down. Yes, scribe, write that down. Every time Sam screams, write that down, I picture Johnny pretending to write down whatever Sam thought he might need to remember later.
Yeah.
But in reality, Johnny is either scribbling dicks or just completely ignoring him. That's because we all know adult ADHD Tripoli will soon find another squirrel to chase.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's pretty
I feel
much
like
it.
you're just agreeing
You
with
nailed
him.
it.
He's just talking shit about you.
Yeah,
and
to
you're-
me, he's talking shit about you.
No, to you. About
yeah,
you.
he's definitely talking shit about me. But he nailed you because you don't write down anything and you don't care.
Yeah, you do have a way of being, what would you say, like condescending, like write this down. Hey,
Yeah.
stop it. You know, like.
Johnny, I'm sorry.
No, we get a lot of comments about that. That's the
Oh,
thing.
that I mean to you?
Yeah. 5
Okay.
stars. This is from Go Blue.
Johnny, you only get one
4444.
atrocities per show.
5
okay?
stars. 2 cool dudes with a cool podcast. Way better than that alcoholic Stuttering John's podcast.
Oh, my
Out
God.
of Canoga Park.
I
not
don't,
LA.
I don't
Keep
even
it up,
know.
boys.
Hey,
I'm
you
a
know.
Stuttering John Melendez fan.
Hey, listen, I send love and prayers to Stuttering John.
Wait, hold on.
wherever
Did
he
something
may
happen
be.
to him?
No, I'm just sending him love and prayers.
Okay, there's something going on. All
I'm
right.
saying
Well,
him
I'm a
love
big
and
fan.
prayers.
I've always been a big fan of
Love and
Stuttering John.
prayers.
He was one of my favorite people ever to be on the Stern Show. I found him hilarious. I always thought he was funny.
Sending him love and prayers.
And when he would come on Punch Drunk, he was, and I wanted him to come back many other times. We never seemed to book him, but I wanted him back.
He's more than welcome to do Punch Drunk with you.
I would love to have him on Broken Simulation. 5 stars, quite trippy. The Johnny Show is the headline. Let's talk about what makes this show work. Johnny is the real star here. His smooth voice and no nonsense attitude are the perfect complement to Sam Tripoli's histrionics.
Oh yeah, there's some hot chick wants me to do her podcast. She's like, "Can you bring Johnny too?" I'm like, "Why? Is it a package deal, lady?"
Johnny makes us all
His voice is so soothing. Get out of here, lady.
Johnny makes us all feel acknowledged. He is the older brother we all wish we had. I love that I'm the older brother now. Wow. Sam plays the role of the wacky comedian and Johnny the oak tree.
Oh, well, I don't
do have
even know
erections
how.
like
What is that? What's that myth? The oak tree and the wacky comic?
Yeah, I'm the
Is that the story?
I'm the oak tree that
What's
you have.
the fable
wait,
being
wait,
told?
hold on, you gotta listen. I'm the oak tree that you have recklessly climbed. That's what he says.
Okay. I don't even know what morals we're learning.
Johnny
from this.
allows Sam to take the comedic risks that we have all come to expect from him. Hats off to Johnny Woodward, the man with a firm grasp on the world today. Keep up the good work. I feel like I have a firm grasp on the
Johnny,
world.
whatever, okay? Jeez Louise. Like the love fest for you is insanity.
Okay, now this person left 4 stars. We don't read it. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. No, we do not read 4 stars
Sorry,
here.
sorry,
5 stars or get the fuck out.
Sorry, hum honey, but we're not reading that. This is from Hammer Time, 1701. Broken Sim, JW and his co-host, Sam ST, cover great news topics that I wouldn't normally find. The banter is great. When is ST moving out of LA?
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
Okay, this is
There's
from
a lot of factors that I mean, I want. Do you know what my goal is? House in LA,
$1 billion.
house in Miami, and then figure the rest out.
That's something that if I had unlimited funds, I would definitely have West Coast, East Coast housing.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, you'd want one in North Carolina,
Yeah, for
right?
sure. Yeah,
You
so
wouldn't want
we'll see.
Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
All of those.
Can we bang,
all
bro?
the-
Let's go Fort Lauderdale.
I'd
Let's
love
get
to
the
live.
crew
I'd
to-
live in Florida. Hell yeah, I would.
I would love Fort Lauderdale's perfect. By the way, I flew to Fort Lauderdale, Johnny, and I knew it was going to be a good trip because there were 3 white guys with cornrows on the flight, and they weren't even together. It's like
What
the
are
whole
the
flight
odds of
looked.
that? Yeah.
The whole flight looked like Grand Theft Auto. It was
like
awesome.
did you ever watch that movie Spring Breakers with James Franco? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Tell me, did they look like this guy, James Franco in Spring Breakers? Here we go.
Yes, that was the whole. That was like 3 of them, but they weren't even together. They were just all.
You got to
on the
watch
flight.
that movie's insane.
Yeah.
By the way. Susaki says Chupacabra.
Yeah.
Sam, I know you got the promotion skills and the right connections, so let's really have some fights for charity. If we got to bully someone who calls themselves MAP into fighting, what's an MAP?
I don't even know. Oh, minor attracted person.
Oh, shit. Okay. Into fighting, let's do it. I'll personally set up and fight anyone Sam picks. Give me a worthy opponent to drop the hammer of the gods on. I might need a little help from Eddie. Stay awesome, guys. Yeah, I would love to see. You know, you've been talking about fighting people for charity for a long time. Never done it. Let's do it. Fight somebody for charity. You've had fights in, Ellis Mania, but never fought anybody for charity. Why not?
I've offered it.
Yeah, but you could have fought Ari if you wanted to by now.
No, I've offered him. He won't fight.
I feel like there was a time we could have done that.
Yeah, we could have. He won't do it.
Okay.
He won't do it.
5 stars from Guatemalan Dragon. I like that name. Power Bottom. Oh, he says the N words here. We can't say that. He says he
Is
spells
it 5 stars?
He spells it is.
You gotta say it, John. You gotta say it.
Well, he says Power Bottom Neg, N-E-G, Neg, and then he says Oz, Neg.
Oz?
That's exactly what he said.
Nig Oz?
This is for you. We got a YouTube friendly.
Oh, okay.
You got to put a lot of space in between Neg.
Oz.
Right. Yeah.
You remember they used to do that in Sesame Street where the two people would talk to each other?
I didn't watch Sesame Street. I never liked it.
Yeah.
Well, I always found it creepy.
Yeah, it is creepy.
Well, and as a kid, I sensed that, and I never
totally
was into
creepy.
it. Yeah.
It's totally creepy.
I was watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This podcast never fails to entertain. Sam's road to sobriety is so inspiring. The more I listen, the more I learn to ignore all the
I
lower...
inspire you.
Quit interrupting the man. He's trying to praise you, and you're
Okay.
interrupting him. The more I listen, the more I learn to ignore all the lower vibration media. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. P.S. Sam, do you have any plans to do any shows in Georgia soon?
Yeah, I just did a show in Georgia, and I would do it again. I'm working on it.
Good place, Georgia. I like Georgia.
Georgia's great. I love
5
the South.
stars from Jay Grizzle. Hilarious couple of bros. These guys have great chemistry. They're a real power couple like Neil Patrick Harris and David Burtka.
Which one's the top? Because that's me.
I think they're both what they call sides. Did you know that's a thing now? Sides.
What is that?
I think that's for a dude that doesn't do anal stuff. He just kind of hangs out.
And what, jerks off in the corner?
Maybe like oral or something. I don't know.
Sides?
Yeah, that's what they call them. Sides. I found that out.
So you're not top, you're not bottom, you're a side.
Let me look it up.
You know what that means, Johnny? You're on the sideline watching, working your route.
Let me see. I just want to know what. Okay, it's time to recognize sides as a legitimate sexual identity. It's a homosexual male who prefers more often than not to engage in some other form of sex activity. And then the list here is fellatio, kissing, frottage.
What's
rimming.
frottage? That sounds like the best dessert ever.
I think that's when
Dude,
you
this
rub
place makes the best frottage
I
ever.
think that's rubbing dicks together. If I'm not mistaken. Let me look that up. Hold on. Okay. Frottage.
Frottage.
This technique, it says art, but the technique of or process of taking a rubbing from an uneven surface to form. Okay. Yeah, it's rubbing your dicks together. That's what
It's docking. Is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's pretty obvious Johnny would be the power bottom, and Sam is definitely the power top, giving him that full. Well, that is incorrect.
Yes.
Sir. That is incorrect.
That's 5-star review of the year. Review of the year. 5-star review of the year.
This is from Juicy Burgers 518. Juicy Burgers and more. We are just here to flex. 5 guys in and out. Next time you're in upstate New York,
I'm gonna
reach
be in
out.
upstate New York at the end of the month.
We will show you what real burgers are all about.
Where is it? Email me.
EatJuicyBurgers.com. I think we've looked at this before,
EatJuicyBurgers.com.
actually.
I better get a ton of burgers.
It's the best
bro.
podcast going. Cash Daddies is a close runner-up, though. My weeks are better when there's a little broken Sam action. I can only imagine what I look like driving down the road laughing hysterically and slapping my steering wheel. Much love from Saratoga Springs. How close is that to Saratoga, where you guys are going to be?
Gotta be right there, dog.
Okay, look. This does look good.
Johnny, go to my website. When is it? Okay, I'm gonna be stopping by this freaking Juicy Burgers.
Okay, it's in Boston Spa, New York.
Oh, dude, what if this town's just a giant gay spa? Just dudes walk around with
Boston
towels.
Spa to Sarah. Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
Saratoga where you're going to be?
Springs,
Or
yeah,
Saratoga
right there.
Springs? Okay.
There it. Hit it.
It's 12 minutes in the car. 6
Yeah,
miles.
dude.
By the way, it's almost
seven.
7 miles. Think about how long that would take you in LA. 7 miles.
7 miles. Be
yeah.
like, I'll be there in an hour.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
So we're gonna go there. We're going to ball sack spa. We're going to ball sack spa.
You can feel free to package me a cheeseburger and send it out here.
Hey,
I
man,
love a cheeseburger.
DM me. I'm coming. Will you go to my website? I'm there. I'm in Saratoga Springs, September 30th, dude. Johnny, I'm hurling
With,
towards 50.
Howie Dewey.
Howie Dewey. Bum,
Real
bum,
name,
bum,
Howie
bum,
Dewey.
Howie Dewey. Bum, 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 bum.
Here we go.
Yep. So September 30th, 2 shows. Come grab your tickets. Bring your burgers, dog.
Putnam
Bring some
Place.
burgers. Let me rock.
Then he's in Kansas City, Kansas, the Comedy Club. That's a creative name. I'm glad they really stretched there. Is that the joke? The comedy, just calling it that's the joke, right? Calling it the Comedy Club.
Yeah, it's hey, nobody else is called the Comedy Club in Kansas City.
Point, yeah.
Why not own
The
it?
problem is it makes it kind of hard for you to Google it, when you're just typing the
Well,
Comedy
that's
Club.
not our job, Johnny. Okay?
Yeah,
that's
you're
not
good.
our job.
Brett Easton Ellis fan writes, and this is 5 stars. Johnny Quaalude. Please change Johnny Nice to Johnny Quaalude.
Thank you.
Whenever Sam says stop or pause on a video or audio playback in order to make a great observation, it takes Johnny Quaalude too long to find the pause button and the moment is lost. Having said that, Sam and Johnny are an incredible romantic couple.
I like that. He's like, listen, here's some constructive criticism.
Well, here's the deal.
You suck, but
when we
you guys
start
are
playing
great.
a video, I don't expect 5 seconds into the video to be told to stop.
Johnny, I have to make observations. Please stop.
5 stars from
I don't know why everybody loves you.
5 stars from Taco Will Never Fall. And he just wrote the N-word, and it got censored. But he just flat out, this guy just wrote the N-word.
Hey, you know what, dude? He wants my dick hard.
This is from 5 stars from Big Donkey Dick 120. Chupacab gay. More like Sam is super gay. 5 stars. Gotcha. He got
Bang.
you. Damn, he
Bang.
gotcha.
They are fired.
These are great reviews.
These
Yeah,
are great.
This is the best collection ever. This is from KNGL308388, the greatest podcast in my rotation. Love the show, guys. You enlighten me on life. Do we do that?
Do we?
And love the content. Always looking forward to the notification that. How would you love it if your dick was that big? Like just that
No,
big?
because you would never
That's
get
too
it in.
much, right?
I don't
Yeah.
even have a big dick, and I'm hitting back walls, dog.
Like, dude, if your dick
Imagine
is
if you
that
had
big,
this.
you pass out every time
This
you get
is
an
great
erection.
in theory. This
Yeah.
is great in
You
theory.
just pass out every time you get
And
an
there would be a
erection.
couple chicks that would try to take it, but most of your humanity is
It's
out
like
of the
being
game.
one of those women with the titties that are like this, like
Yeah.
really big.
Yeah, it's like the ones who get back surgery to
Yeah.
get rid of their titty problem. It's like God gave you a gift. Shut up.
My
You'd be in
girlfriend's got
every porno.
My girlfriend's got a friend like that. I was thinking about getting like reduction.
Tell her that, dude. God gave her a gift.
That's exactly. Believe me, dude. That's what I told her.
Just get some midgets to hold those titties up.
And they would. They would.
Yeah, everyone. You could get midgets to hold titties up.
Get friends of your friends.
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
Get your friend's boyfriend. To hold, whatever.
Get your friend's boyfriend to help you out.
Love the show, guys. You enlighten me. We said that already.
All right, Johnny, I gotta get going.
All right, you want to get the news in? Let me
Let's
read
get
one.
it
Let me
in.
finish this review. You guys really inspired me to work on my own podcast and present my voice to the world. Thank you so much. Hope one day I can call in and leave a heartfelt message about what you guys mean.
Yeah,
to me.
dude,
Have a
call
great
in.
day.
Tell us about your podcast.
Okay, if we didn't get to you, please leave it again. Zulu actually writes, Sam Tripoli is already a first ballot Hall of Famer for what he's done in comedy in LA during the
Thank
dead
you.
days at the store.
Thank
Now
you.
let me get to the amount of podcasting content this man does. It's next level, and I look forward to hearing him drop bombs anytime. Then there is Johnny Nice. Thanks, Johnny. Make sure Sam has his iced coffee how he likes it.
Thank you,
Cruising
intern.
with Steak podcast. Check out. That's from Zulu Actual. All right,
Thank
that's
you,
the last. I thought
Johnny.
that was pretty
Thank
funny.
you. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
good
you.
calls today. This is something I just thought was funny because I don't know if it says something about how dumb people are or just how meaningless the royal family is to most people.
They are.
But did you hear this story today about how when it got announced that the queen had died, there was this wave of brokenhearted people on social media. R.I.P. Queen Latifah. Did you? Like, just people were devastated, and then they found out the actual queen, and they were like, "Oh, no, okay." I mean, she was like,
what is more pathetic, honestly, that Queen Elizabeth died and you're devastated, or Queen Latifah died and you're devastated? What is
to me, is the royal family.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay,
'cause
I
at least Queen
respect
Latifah gave you a few laughs in your life.
Gave you a
maybe.
couple, like, good
If
albums.
you're into like mid rap, mid comedy,
Yeah,
like,
mid comedy, lesbian rap.
yeah, if that's what gets your rocks off.
You know,
then-
she used to finger bang Jada Pinkett, right?
yeah, I would love to watch it too.
Would you, Johnny?
I mean, not like I wouldn't turn me on
Today, would
necessarily.
you watch today? Would you watch
Jada
them
Pinkett
today?
still ain't bad, but
Jada Pinkett is like, how angry would that finger blasting be?
Yeah, Jada Pinkett seems to me like she might be the Butch, honestly. I mean, I know.
Oh, you think it'd be reversed and she's finger blasting
I'm just gonna
Queen Latifah?
The death of, this is from TMZ. The death of Queen Elizabeth II has caused confusion in America because apparently lots of folks were wiping away tears thinking another queen had passed. Queen Latifah has been trending for more than a day, according to Hip Hop DX, because lots of folks thought she was the one who left the earth.
Dude, my favorite thing is that CBS has a show called The Equalizer, and it's about like 50-year-old fat-ass lesbian Queen Latifah fighting crime, and it's so hilarious. It's so hilarious.
Well, what? She was in that Adam Sandler movie, too, that basketball movie.
Like,
and
dude, that was literally the only part of that movie that was not believable.
Yeah, the rest
They're
of
like, Adam, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he's so great in it. The movie's great.
He's such a good actor.
He does. Listen, you could tell he loves basketball because his movies that involve the basketball are so on point.
They get it right. Yeah.
It just like that moment was just like, what? And nobody believes it.
That's also great direction, too, that he got those performances out of athletes, because that takes a great director to make them feel comfortable to give performances.
Yeah, just like, just say the lines. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, you know, and it was beautiful. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
According
what did you like more, the diamond one or the basketball scout one?
Yeah, probably. What was it? I can't remember what it was called.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. Yeah, that probably more of that.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Sleazy Sandler is great.
Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah, he's
Sleazy
honestly,
Sandler's
I think his drama better than his comedies in the '90s. I liked a lot more than the comedies he's been doing lately. But you know, my dad.
But I like
loves that
him
shit.
because like I appreciate guys who are masters of what they do. Like as much as I love Doug Stanhope and I think he's one of the greatest to do this, I can also love Jeff Foxworthy too. You know, just because
I grew up with him, yeah.
I prefer Doug Stanhope style comedy doesn't mean I can't appreciate Jeff Foxworthy style comedy, or even young Ellen DeGeneres was great. She turned out to be a psycho bitch.
She was funny, yeah.
But back in the day, she was great.
Killer.
It was so funny because you'd hear, and this is literally what I find absolutely crazy about comedy is when Ellen DeGeneres is like, I don't think you have to be mean on stage to be a comic.
You have to be mean off stage.
Yeah, 100%.
That's so funny.
That's somebody who never got clocked in the face to realize there's consequences for your actions.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you want to be a boy, but you're actually not a boy. You never get punched in the face.
Yeah,
that's
right,
what it is.
right.
Yeah.
I want to be a boy.
Was that you? Was that your Pinocchio?
That was Ellen DeGeneres' first joke she ever wrote. I want to be a boy.
According to the outlet, that was something called Hip Hop DX. The whole thing started after someone tweeted, I told my mama the queen died. She said, Latifah, and it became a game of telephone, and the rumor spread like wildfire.
Like, it's so funny because you have these parody accounts that are so ridiculous, but life is so ridiculous, you fall for them all the time.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's why they don't
It sounds
work
like
anymore.
it's parody account.
No, but it's not. Yeah, it's not, though. I checked. It's real. So now, did you see this? This is Dana White, you know, take him or leave him, whatever.
I love him.
But he posted, I do too. He posted this video. Did you see this? Now, this is something that happened a couple of weeks ago, but I just love this, dude.
What's up, everybody? I don't know if you remember, like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I love this
posted that video of Summer from Best Buy whooping that dude's ass that was trying to steal a TV or something. So she got fired from Best Buy. I thought that was insane. I hired her. Still here, 2 years, my favorite security guard.
The best boss ever. Never, ever complaints. I love him. He loves me, and I'm so grateful.
That's so nice.
Isn't that one? I mean, that's just, you can't say anything
You know
bad
what's so
about
funny, man, is like I've been like in my life, I'm doing comedy and I'm trying to bring on edgy comics on the road to support people trying to do something outside the norm. So I think that's what he's doing. He's rewarding
Paying it forward.
He's rewarding behavior he thinks is important.
Yeah, because it's so easy to do what many people do, especially you see a lot of this on the left, and I'm not pointing fingers, but this like slacktivism thing, you know, where like
The Ukraine flag.
Exactly. Yeah.
I care so
yeah.
much. You're like,
Well,
nobody gives.
What? Go over there and fight it then. If you think it's
Well,
real.
No, Johnny. Have you heard the news story that they're starting to discover that most of the people doing a lot of fighting over there
Are foreigners?
are American NATO, who are getting paid by the Ukraine to fight, and the Ukraine is just using U.S. government money.
To pay that that's so funny. So it is
It's a
effectively
backdoor.
the U.S. military. That's
Yep.
so interesting. Yeah. Which, if you believe them, they're having great success over
They're
there
not.
this week.
It's falling horribly.
Come on, what did you see? I mean, they're really pushing back on that this week. They're like, oh, they've made so much. It's astounding gains in Russia. Okay, I wish we had done our show last week because this is from the other day, but I still want to show it to you. This is from In the Know. Woman claims security camera caught, quote, small dinosaur running through her backyard. It can run fast, she said. A Florida woman is claiming that her security camera captured a baby dinosaur running across her yard early in the morning of September 18th.
Johnny, I have a theory about these stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to show you the video.
CERN.
In Florida?
All these weird creatures now they're starting
coming
to
in? Okay.
I think it's all CERN, dog.
And they're being what, teleported in from other dimensions?
It's Mandela, and they're just appearing because the dimensions are being just woven together. There are all these weird ass freaking.
So you think that's
creatures.
what's going on at Skinwalker too?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Right here. Now we're just gonna kind of break. It shows you it fast first, and then kind of slows it down and breaks it down a little bit better.
I can't even tell you what that is.
It's weird though. Whatever. That ain't. I mean, that ain't a dog.
I'm telling you, man. Like anything CERN is made up, I think there's something there.
I guess it could be a pet though, because you see this like almost like
And
a
it could be
reflective
like a raccoon or some kind of thing like that.
Yeah, I mean it. Now look, it does appear. If you look, it looks like it's dragging something behind it. Now watch this. Do you see there's something like trailing at the bottom here?
Yeah.
Like kind of behind it there.
Yeah, it's not baby dinosaur. I mean, dude, you're in a state with crocodiles.
Well, that's not a crocodile. Huh?
But I'm saying there are reptiles there.
Did you see that Florida panther taking on that alligator the other day?
Yeah, I don't need to see that again. I feel bad.
Did you really see it?
Yeah.
You feel bad for the alligator?
Yeah.
Okay.
What other stories you got, Johnny?
Sam is in a hurry, so he's feeling bad. All right, now you may remember.
Johnny, shut up! I'm in a hurry. We're like 2.5 hours in.
Yeah, and I've been telling you for a while we need to get the news, and you're like, oh, let's do voicemails. Now you may remember last year, Big Brother. My girlfriend watches this shit, and I have to overhear.
I wanted yes.
They had this thing last year called the Cookout. And it was when the black people on the show decided that they were all going to only vote for black people so that black people could win the show.
Yeah.
And I said back then, this breaks the show because forever and forever now, people will be thinking that black people are trying to band together to win the show. Now, exactly that thing has happened. A guy a couple weeks ago, like last week, got on there and was like, now, guys, it's getting down to it. There's like 8, maybe 10 people left.
Yeah.
It's looking like the black people in the house are, and he's not even saying it like out like that.
Well,
He's looking
I've had people want to come on my show, come on like tinfoil hat or like only conspiracies and talk about how Big Brother's trying to kick off race wars.
Well, I think so. Okay, so the guy doesn't say anything about race. He goes, I think we might have another cookout situation. We got to kind of watch out for that.
That's code, bro.
And they crucified this guy on TV, called him racist. He was bubbling. I mean, just apologizing, crying. It was so funny, dude. And it's a game. How is he wrong for thinking that could be? The girl that he was talking about has said that she wouldn't put up a black woman on the vote. So she's already said as much that she's playing the race card.
and that's how you know it's real because people won't let you talk about it.
It's so, it's just broken the thing, dude. It's broken that game. And we were so right about it. It's, okay, here we go. Kyle addresses Big Brother racism scandal, but viewers reject his apology, which his apology was hilarious to me because this guy is, kind of annoying. But
that guy. Well, when you look like that, you gotta.
Let me see if they got. Let me see if I can.
Oh,
find
that guy. Yeah, it's so funny. It's like these are as Human Vibration says. These are templates. These are just templates. They cast it as a template, and they script all this shit, and they tell them what to do and what to say, and that's what it is. It's a template.
Fuck. Sorry, man.
Listen to this.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I really am. Fuck. Sorry, man. There's a different level with you, though. Like we've been through the same game.
This is the turn
from
this
the
off.
beginning.
I can't take
So
it.
first off,
This is
I'm
just
so
cuck
sorry
shit.
for
It's
what I
just-
said.
They're cucking him. That's for sure.
That
You can't listen
that
to.
was
Sam can't listen to cucking.
and
I can't
out of
listen to it.
line
It's all
from day
cucking.
one.
It's so
You've done
stupid.
nothing
And
wrong.
what happens is
Look at him with his head
Against
down,
me
just holding his head down like
at
this.
any point, and the fact
Even
that
the
I
black guy's
placed
crying.
judgment
everybody's
was
crying.
entirely
It's so dumb.
my fault. And
Whole
I'm,
thing's
And now I want you
I'm
to hear
so
what he
sorry.
did.
No, I don't want to hear it.
No, you got to hear what he did. That they're talking about this. It was the most nothing thing.
Yeah, but it's like, who cares? Oh, dude, we gotta get into Kyle Rittenhouse and his girlfriend, who's just like pimp.
So he used all the right terms. He said, diversity, people.
Yeah, but don't you
color, and all that stuff.
understand? Like, this is done on
Of
purpose.
course, no,
bro?
but I mean, we're pointing it out here. We have to point it out. That's
Yeah, and it's just like, this is what happens when you go into something as corporate and stupid as this.
And I'm telling you, they killed this guy, dude, on TV after.
Of course.
All the
It's
headlines said
television.
racism. They didn't say racism allegedly or racism
it's so
accusation.
dumb. It's so dumb.
And I was
It's
so mad,
dumb.
dude. I was just, my girlfriend has to turn it off now. When I come back, I just start yelling at the TV
Yeah,
in there.
yeah,
And
I'm the same way. They don't understand it, and they're all like, it's just like it's just like these liberals. They just don't get it. They hate the R word Republican so much that they just refuse to take a look at what's going on, and that's cultural Marxism. That's all it is, dude. That's all it is.
What were you saying about Rittenhouse?
So have you seen Kyle Rittenhouse?
I don't know.
His girlfriend? Like, she's just making him do the most ridiculous, stupid, hot chick comedy content.
Oh, TikToks?
Oh, she's making him do the dumbest shit, and he's doing it because she's so hot, and he's just smitten with her, and she's using his fame to blow up her spot. And I guarantee you this, Johnny, every black guy is fucking aiming to bang that chick just to piss off Kyle Rittenhouse. Like, this chick is going to get black trains ran on her just to get back at what the black community thinks is him bringing a gun to a BLM march, which isn't what happened. This chick. I gotta go my own. This is.
What about us? What about everything we've been?
Oh, this
Like,
is
dude.
so cheesy, dude.
Because it's hot chick comedy.
It's so good.
Like, there's no lower form of comedy than hot chick comedy.
Oh, this is another black person reacts videos.
Yeah. Like, and she's just
Oh,
running.
this guy's pretty cool, actually. This guy, he does this thing called Black Conservative Perspective. He's pretty good.
No, I love black YouTube. We watch black YouTube all the
Yeah,
time.
but it's just funny how there's this genre of thing that's black people talking, like reacting, and how that's more interesting for some reason to us as white people than black people, white people reacting.
But if you can find these videos of her, just click on like videos, and you'll find like Kyle Rittenhouse with girlfriend, and she's just has him lip syncing all the shit because hot chicks think lip syncing is content
they
creating.
love it, dude.
They think
love
it's
it.
content creating, and they think it's like, I'm making content, and you're like,
dancing to
you're not.
music. Yeah,
You're not making content. You're lip syncing, which is like the lowest form of all entertainment.
It's nothing. It's just nothing.
Yeah, go to Kyle. Like, dude, she's just blowing up off of his name. Kyle Rittenhouse, like, she's literally known as Kyle Rittenhouse's girlfriend. And she's making him do stupid ass videos. Here it is.
We
Click
saw
that
that
one.
one already, though.
There's other ones where they're in a car together and he's driving.
I just gotta find his.
Go
Wait,
down.
this
Yeah,
is him right here.
yeah. See, he's just like, look how hot she is, and he's just so smitten with her, and now she's
Is
famous.
she like way older than him too?
I don't know. Go down. How
I mean,
old
he
is
looks
she?
like a child.
He is. He's like a
No,
freshman.
but what I'm saying, she
I
doesn't.
think he's
look
going
like
to
a
ASU.
Did you see that video I sent you today of those two kids at that ball game, that Broncos
Oh,
game,
yeah.
and that girl with the huge tits? is
Yeah,
like,
gets up
and they're like,
yeah, go down, click on her page, and just find out like how old she is.
does it say how old you are on there?
Look how many
She doesn't
followers.
even have a bio.
She doesn't. Oh, look how hot she is right there.
She is hot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, dude, look at her.
Yeah, she's got those fake ass lips, though. I hate those lips. Those fake.
I don't care. She's
Look
hot.
at that. No, dude, that's a problem. I'm sorry, dude. That's a problem. There's nothing sexy about
Like
that.
it's such bad content. She's just doing such bad content. She's like, it's
You're right,
just-
though. Women, for some reason, I mean, look at how many. Oh, it's so stupid.
It's just bad content.
It's mostly her,
getting that
though.
many. Like, dude, you're on a thing that fakes. Look at that. How hot she is right there.
Right here?
Up. Yeah. Look how hot she is right
Yeah,
there.
I mean, that's like a photo.
I mean, that's so hot.
99 reasons to be excited for college.
Oh yeah, and Kyle Rittenhouse is just. She saw him, realized he's famous, and she just wants to be internet famous
would
like
like that.
you, Johnny.
I would like to have some of that.
Johnny, you could.
No, I mean, that's what she said when she saw his internet fame.
Yeah. All right. So what are we else? Can we go?
No.
I gotta go,
This
Johnny.
is from Insider.
Johnny, I gotta go.
A group of Rhode Island middle schoolers thought their teacher was a creep, so they kept a log of what they considered inappropriate interactions between him and girls in their class. The teacher is now said to be on administrative leave and under investigation. A new report in the Boston Globe indicates that 8 Davisville middle school boys in North Kingstown started the log, which they dubbed a pedo database, after watching their teacher ogle at girls in their class, give them nicknames like Sweetheart and Sunshine, and ask them to dance for him. The Globe interviewed one of them. So are you listening? These boys in this middle school class,
They're
just started-
jealous. They're pissed.
They start,
He's
He's
like hitting on their chicks.
so they started like keeping a log of all these creepy shit he did, and they blew up his spot and got him fired. It's interesting. The girls didn't complain.
Yeah.
The boys did.
Sounds like player. Well, fuck that teacher if he's fucking hitting on.
no.
How old are they? 9th graders?
Yeah, something like it's like middle school.
I did. I just.
Isn't that interesting though? It was the boys that did that. I something's interesting about that story there. I think he might be a guy that's like one of those guys that gets too sweet with
Dude,
the girls.
I walked
but the
in
girls
on
like
a
it.
teacher making out with a student once. I walked right out and said,
That's what you do.
Respect. Because she was hot.
This is something that's just weird to me. More weirdness out of this royal funeral stuff coming up. Headline. This is from MSN, that great old publication. Royal beekeeper informs the Queen's bees that Her Majesty has died.
Yeah, I mean,
The royal beekeeper, in an arcane tradition thought to date back centuries, has informed the hives kept in the grounds of Buckingham Palace and Clarence House of the Queen's death.
Yep.
And the bees have also been told in hushed tones that their new master is now King Charles III. When I hear shit like this,
Yeah.
I think, okay, this needs to be done now.
this is idiocracy.
This needs to be finished.
Like, you know, the Epoch's Times
Yeah, the Epoch
sends
Times.
me emails all the time.
None of them are dumber than this thing.
No.
Yeah.
There are dumb, like the things they write. I go, are you making us like dumber? Do you want us to be dumber? Is that what you want? I mean, some of the shit they write, I can't believe.
I mean, you can find onion shit that's not dumber than this. This is about as dumb as it gets. Just a waste of money. Royal bees, like what? And somebody's on the payroll getting paid to talk to the bees to break bad news to them.
I mean, Johnny, it never happened. They're just giving dumb.
I guarantee you, they did that. Somebody did that.
Like, you know, like I saw one like kid dedicates home run at T-ball game to grandpa who coached him. You know, it's just like,
Yeah, the real headline there is dad dedicates the thing to get fucking headlines in the newspaper.
yeah, it's so stupid.
Okay. 2 more stories and then we're out of here.
Look at this. Millions continue to flock to Mount Rushmore in spite of cancel culture.
What?
It's just, they say, it's just so, they just write the dumbest
So
shit.
now I got a weird story for you.
Keep going. I'm going to keep finding weird
Spoons and bowls that use electricity to make food taste saltier are going to go on sale in 2023. What do you think about that?
I think it's the dumbest shit I've
Last
ever heard.
April, we reported on the development of a pair of chopsticks that can make food taste saltier without actually adding salt. At that time, the developers at Meiji University and Kirin Holdings suggested similar technology could be applied to spoons and bowls, and they clearly wasted no time doing so. And now we have a spoon and bowl. Here's what they look like. So now, look at this, Sam. So you could, hypothetically, if you had some kind of diet where you needed low salt, you could get a bowl and a spoon.
Who came up with this, Japanese or Chinese?
Of course they did, yeah.
Japanese?
I think Japanese.
How about this, Japanese scientist? Work out a way to get your dick hard so you can get women pregnant because you're like, there's no kids in Japan.
Well, that's this. They've been working on this.
Yeah, you're too busy making salt spoons. How about working on fucking rock hard dicks, dog?
You know how it works? Mild electrical currents go into your tongue to enhance the. Do you want that? A spoon that electrocutes your tongue? Can that be good for you?
I don't want any of it, dude.
That's
I'm out.
so.
I'm out.
This works by passing a specific wavelength of electricity from the surface of the utensil to the food, which keys into the ions such as sodium chloride that trigger our sense of saltiness.
I'm quitting.
That's crazy.
I'm leaving.
That's crazy. Don't care
Look
about
at
that.
this. Dude, look at these stupid ass stories. Playful dog fails every service dog test. It's so dumb. It's just like you guys think we're idiots.
That is dumb. What?
The Epoch's Times is just the dumbest shit out there. Dad, your son dedicates home run to grandpa.
Now now we got a real atrocity here. It's from AP. Nigeria seizes donkey penises to be smuggled to Hong Kong. Of course, you saw this one already. Nigerian officials have seized, and these are heroes, really, thousands of donkey penises that were about to be exported to Hong Kong.
Oh, those Hong Kongs, they'll eat anything there, right? You ever been to Chinese market? That dude, anything that can be picked up is being sold or to shove in your mouth.
Sacks of donkey male genitals were seized at the international airport in Lagos. I know how to say it. Hold on. Lagos. No, hold on.
Dude, there's a bunch of transitioning donkeys out there that are now female donkeys.
I used to know how to say this word, and it's bothering me that I don't.
Johnny, I'm leaving.
Lagos.
Johnny, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
The consignment was falsely declared as cow male genitals, but after examination, my export officers discovered they were donkey male. Wait, how do you tell the difference between donkey and cow dicks?
Imagine if you were like an expert on animal dicks.
They got to call. What if you're that guy? This guy called in. Every now and then you're just waiting at home, and then they're like, pring, pring.
Dude, we got case down here. Get down here now.
It's the Nigerian cops calling for you again.
Honey, what's going on? It's midnight. They need me at the airport now. Honey, you gotta get they need me.
What do you got for me, boys?
Boys, what are we looking at? Good God. Good God.
16 sacks
Somebody's
of cocks.
look at all these donkey dicks. Is it donkey dicks? We thought the guy said it was cow dicks. Oh, no.
Oh, buddy.
Dude, cows are female, okay? So they can't be cow dicks.
Yeah. First of all, cows are female.
Yeah.
I think what you mean is, are these a bull penis? And they are absolutely not a bull penis. They're a donkey penis,
so some
you
chick
fool.
in San Diego once told me she sucked off a cow, and my female friend's going, that's impossible. Cows are female.
That's a good point, yeah.
Okay,
Green
Johnny.
Giant.
Johnny, I got to go. Great show today. Thank you, Johnny. We're ending on a fun story, donkey dicks. Hey, go to samtripoli.com for all of anything Sam Tripoli. And Johnny, thank you so much. Guys, we're going to be doing this on the regular.
Look at Ty Cobb's dentures. Look at this, dude. They're going up for sale in an auction.
I don't think Ty Cobbs was a bad guy.
You don't think Ty Cobb was a bad guy?
I think that story's all made up.
You think that story about him beating the shit out of that cripple guy that called him the N-word was made up? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. 2 people removed from the U.S. Open quarterfinals after one gave the other a haircut in the stands. How
I've
funny is
seen that. That's a new thing to do. Guys,
it's
been
really
a pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Johnny, what time are we at? Read the time, Johnny.
2 minutes.
2 minutes and what?
Double celebration. 2-headed tortoise. Oh, this is what we end on. 2-headed tortoise turns 25.
I want one of those so badly, Johnny.
A 2-headed tortoise?
I want a 2-headed tortoise.
It turns
so
25.
bad.
The 2-headed tortoise.
Dude, you think you get chicks with a puppy?
Look, there he
Imagine
is,
a
right
2-headed
there.
tortoise.
Look at him. He turned 25.
Oh, good for him.
They turned 25. I feel like we should say, right?
Yeah.
2 brains. That's two sentient beings right there. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that, dude.
All right. How do you give them 2 birthday cards or just one?
One. Well, you got double the lettuce, bro.
No, but birthday card. You send somebody with like one of those Siamese they get 2 birthday cards, right? Siamese twins.
Do you think a Siamese twin, one could be straight, one could be gay?
Oh, we gotta Google that. I don't think that's appropriate. I think they're conjoined twins now. I think
Whatever, dude.
Straight, gay. Let's see. One straight, one gay. How identical twins feel about nothing about conjoined twins.
Okay.
We have with identical
That'd be
twins.
weird if you had to show your butthole. That'd really suck. You're like, I'm not into this. It's like, I gotta have it.
Reddit, out of the loop subreddit. The question is, what's with the Siamese twins with one ass? All right, that's enough bullshit.
All right, Johnny.
Close it up. Close the door
show.
on this. Say goodbye to everybody.
Guys, thank you so much. Guys, send us any stories of atrocities, real atrocities, dude. Okay, don't call up about the Gaza Strip. We're talking real atrocities here.
Yeah. Don't call up about the fucking Holocaust.
Okay, don't do that. We want to hear about real atrocities. Real atrocities. Johnny, you should start saving the best story. Like, I tell Johnny to do all this stuff and he doesn't do any of it. Like, he should be saving the best phone calls.
Don't have anything to do.
Okay, guys, enough with that. Guys, thank you so much.
I'm trying to keep him. Think about this. I'm trying to do what you do,
Yeah.
your whole side of the thing, and then switch cameras and monitor the levels on the board.
Yeah.
And look up the stories and do whatever it is you're trying to tell me to do.
Johnny, to the victor goes the spoils.
You can barely do the talking part.
I do the talking part.
Barely.
Johnny, I gotta go out there and almost die.
Holding on by your fingernails. We done? Yeah. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay, we're back.
All right,
now.
we're
back
almost
now.
done. We're almost done. Today's word.
Oh yes. Okay. Sorry. How could we
the
forget?
episode. Here it is.
Did you really write one down?
Yeah. Sonic Boom Zizzle. Sonic Boom Zizzle.
Sonic Boom Zizzle.
Zizzle. Sonic Boom Zizzle.
Remember when we had Josh Wolf on the show 3 hours ago? Jesus. That feels like ages ago now.
Pick up your guitar. Sing me a song. This was Groover's paradise. Now the Groover is gone. Was a cool little city, but